Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. Paul Grant, Dan Castle, Greg Gouillart, and Candlepin Bowling Network. Today, it's A+ Accounting, 4-time world champions against Bowling Ball Mafia. First box underway. Blake Doucette won the singles yesterday. Knockout, leads off. And Jeff Lapierre, 6-time Maine men's money match winner, is on lane 13 at A+ Accounting on lane 14. Jeff Lapierre spare. Blake Doucette starts off with a 10. Doucette in the pocket has a hay bale, a diamond plus the 10. Jeff Lapierre on the bonus takes down 7. Time 5 on a team. Switch every other box. And Kai Hunt, great 20-year young sensation from Newport Entertainment Center, Newport, Maine for Bowling Ball Mafia. He's over 21 70s already in his career. Has won 5 adult titles. Justin Corkum on the right for A+ Accounting. Kai Hunt right at the bat, strike. What a start. He had a 152 or so yesterday in one of the single rounds in the playoffs. For a spare, that looks good. Won't carry the 7-10 for Corkum. Matt McPhee will bowl third for A+ Accounting as Justin Corkum, C-O-R-K-U-M, gets a 10. So we're perfect so far. In the first 6 boxes combined, Nate LeBlanc will bowl fourth, and Matt Harnett, the anchor bowler for A+ Accounting. They've been in 5 finals, winning 4 of the 5. And this is a great start. Every day, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 9 o'clock Atlantic Time, here in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada, at the World Tournament on Candlepin Bowling Network. Please hit the follow button on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, always free, never a charge. Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Get your friends to sign up as well. Off to a lemon drop for Corkum. Kai Hunt first ball on the strike 3. Dan Castle will call the middle string today. That one went right also as a post. Kai Hunt second strike ball, a 6 bill, 16 through 1. Greg Gouillart on the skill cam and the technology. Nice out, 10, heck of a shot. For Justin Corkum, Kai Hunt gets a 7. That's the first box, not perfect so far between the two sides. 23 through 2. Welcome, Greg Gouillart. Greg get his headset, microphone on here. Now a third set of bowl. We'll talk to Simone. Here's Matt McPhee, the left-hander. 4 down, 6 to go.
There we go.
Ryan Purdy out of the Big 20 in Scarborough, Maine. He gets the same thing opposite side, a bundle of 6.
Good morning, everyone. Apologies for the rocky start. This should do the trick now.
The soothing sounds of Greg Gouillart.
Yeah, a little bit raspy as well. Boy, did we have a fun day at the singles yesterday. You can catch all that coverage on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Purdy just can't get the 4 to go. Good try.
Dramatic every step of the way.
Another 10. Matt McPhee, 10 through 1 to start the first of 3 strings, first of 3 matches today. All set for broadcast. Right through Saturday, every day, 9 a.m. Atlantic time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Purdy a 9. Mark Weber up next for Bowling Ball Mafia, followed by Mark Carrier. Those two in the Maine ACST finals. On Candlepin Bowling Network, August 1st, the best match of called in 5 strings. Catch it on YouTube, Candlepin Bowling Network, Mark Carrier, Mark Weber, you absolutely love it. How about 19 strikes combined, that 5-string match? Oh, there's a strike! McPhee. Purdy goes right, 4 horsemen left, the 1-2-4-7. Matt McPhee, 120 current average, 128 his best season ending average. He has a high single of 186. a high triple of 463, and a high five of 728. Over 28 years. His parents were bowlers also. Part of a 14 World Championship with A+ accounting. Purdy, nice bid, won't go. Has the 2 and the 7. Nothing like the great game at Candlepin Bowling. Invite your friends to bowl. Candlepin Bowling. Great way to do it is Candlepin gift cards this holiday season, all season long, not just for the holidays. Support your local bowling centers. Invest in Candlepin Bowling. The gift that keeps on giving, Candlepin gift cards. Makes a great stocking stuffer as well. Brian Purdy, a 9.
18 through 2.
18 through 2. Thanks, Greg.
Got a little, took it off on you.
All right, so we get 68-60 right now.
Yep, that's right.
Bowling Ball Mafia is up by 8 in each side with 1 mark.
That's right, pin perfect on.
Here's Nate LeBlanc for A+ accounting on 14. Mark Weber, 25-year youngster, on lane 13. Nate just celebrated his 40th birthday in August. 310 leave, would to help. He's from Clare, Nova Scotia. Weber, who started off the ACST finalist strike and 3 strikes in that first string, and lost 160 to 148. That's why you want to watch that match. It was just exciting. There's a spare for LeBlanc. Some say LeBlanc, it's LeBlanc. Weber picks it up. He's on the board with a spare. Nate's hit on 199, not once, not twice, but 3 times for his high single. He has a high triple of 491 and an impressive high five of 750 out of Seaside bowling lanes, bowling for 35 years. These guys have experience. 17 through 1 on the spare, Phil. 4-7-5 right. Mark Weber on the bonus, missed right, gets 4, 14 through 1. Nate's father owned a bowling alley before. Good bid, wraps around, and it goes! A turnaround spare. He goes back to back to start the first of 3. Weber for a spare, he got it! The 7 falls down. He goes back to back. 24 on the ball through 2. LeBlanc, 27 on the ball through 2. What a start.
Yep.
Tuesday through Saturday. And now it's anchor time. Matt Harnett, 4-time world champion. Mark Carrier owns 1710 Sports in Augusta, Maine. Took it over last year. Done a great job. Harnett with the 4 horsemen plus the 9. Carrier goes right, grabs 4. A lot of these bundle of 6s early on. Another one falls now. So it's the 4 horsemen and the king, the 5 behind number 1.
Yeah, if you splash it off the sidewall, you might get a hit there, but not every washout gets rewarded.
Harnett, good bid, leads up the 9. Carrier for spare, he got it. The wood topples the 7. I caught a treetop spare. Spare to start his match. Harnett right on for a 10. Solid pinning as usual.
Still pin perfect across the whole team.
Perfect game in Candlepin Bowling. For those who don't know, 10s, spares, and strikes.
Those yellow tick marks you see below between total and game are marks up. So you can quickly see it's 3 marks to 2 right now. So Bowling Ball Mafia has a little extra as well.
Matt from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, drops 9. Coming back for the 7, will it go? A little wiggle and a wobble, but it holds up. Mark Carrier, half Worcester on the fill, 12 through 1. Matt, 19 through 1. You're watching the men's ICC World Championships on Candlepin Bowling Network from Fairlanes in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada.
Give you a quick look at the full scoreboard here. And yeah, pin perfect for A+ accounting right now. That's helping out, even though Bowling Ball Mafia has a few extra marks. So really, it's a tight match.
Our next match will be Outlaw Rides / MCW versus Able Construction, 2 Canadian teams. That'll be 11 o'clock Eastern time, 12 o'clock noon here local time, Atlantic time, give or take, depending how long the match is. Go about 3 hours on average, maybe a little bit more. Then 2 o'clock Eastern time, at 3 o'clock here Atlantic time, local time here in Moncton, Avon Valley Lanes out of Canada. The Dugays team, Gwendolyn and Sam, take on Dave Barber's Lucky Strike. That'll be a good one too. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock local time, 8 o'clock Eastern time, we'll have Fenway Academy and defending champs Academy Lanes for our first match. All right, back to live action. Jeff Lapierre had 2 spares. He had spare 7, now a spare 3, 30
right.
through 2. And ends up with a 9 box, 39 through 3.
And that's a 9 for Doucette as well. First pin left standing.
And what do you get in that spare, Greg?
Lapierre had spare 3 at 3.
Okay, and that's open so far. Well, not in Canada, open means you're on a spare or strike. In the States, it means you didn't get a spare or strike in that box. So we'll try to avoid the open term as much as possible, although habits may get in the way. We're in the first of 3 strings. 24-lane facility, beautiful lanes. The staff has been awesome here as well. Lapierre 1, 2, 7, 10.
Doucette check mark and a 6-10. Left side check mark.
Jeff, what a shot, almost. He set the singles champ from yesterday. What a try. Unchecked it. Couldn't get to the 6-10.
Oh, the buzz in the air around that finals match was quite something.
Hung on to defeat Calvin Locke, and Calvin Locke had a 206 yesterday. Lapierre 10. 49 through 4. Doucette gets the 10. 39 through 4 without a mark. Solid pinning. Get your 9s and 10s. The marks will follow sooner or later. Hopefully. Is Kai Hunt on the right.
In a pinch, you've got your monitor to your right as well in case you want to have a look.
Yep.
It's not in a convenient spot, I realize. For your sake, Paul,
Yep.
not you folks.
I'm not used to it, I know. Quirkham on the left. Justin Quirkham gets 3. Kai Hunt, second ball. Leads up to 4 left, 10 right. Justin's open with a 2.47. He's just 34 years young. From Lunenburg, Nova Scotia, 123.7 current average. Kai Hunt gets a 9. So Kai 32 through 3. And a 7 box for Justin Quirkham. That puts him at 27 through 3 in the first of 3. Justin's high single, by the way, is 198. High triple 468. A high 5 is 682. His mother was a bowler also. The lane reset in lane 14. Welcome, Greg, again. Thanks for doing the cam, the score cam, the technology.
Yep.
Under the weather all week, so glad you're here doing it. So rest your voice.
Yeah, we all are. I don't know. There's something going around.
Kai Hunt on the head pin, a split.
It had been ages ago.
Hit the 478 triangle, 10 right corner. Justin has the 1-2-4 spare chance. Hunt trying to spin it over somehow, won't go.
Interesting idea. Probably a slightly easier bet than the cut shot, which would have been absurd.
And that one got away from Justin Quirkham.
No, still got them all lined up there. Both of them do. Triangle.
And you got the Oreo cookie, got the cream in the middle, left the wafers on the outside. It's too early to talk about Oreo cookies, Greg, right? Maybe lunchtime?
Yeah.
Never too late?
Yeah, never too soon.
Never too soon, rather. And that's a Paul Grant special. Missed the second shot, make the third. 10 for Justin Quirkham. That puts him at 37 through 4. Kai Hunt, 40 through 4. Now third set of bowlers here in the first of 3 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Over 835 videos in climbing, never a charge, always free again. Please subscribe to Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Brian Purdy out of the Big 20 in Scarborough, Maine, 169.10. Matt McPhee on lane 13 drops 9. He has a 6-pin with a plank to help. Purdy missed inside, has the 1 and the 9. for a spare. He's got it.
Spare on strike.
Spare on strike. What a start. 30 through 3, 40 to ball. 30 through 2, rather, I should say. 40 to ball through 3.
That's it. Chance to break into 120s territory already if he can hammer this one as well.
Close early on. Brian Purdy a 9, 27 through 3. Matt's a 120 league bowler, 128 best season ending average. High single 186, high triple 463, high 5 728. Purdy has the 3-6 right, 7 left. Matt McPhee, part of the 2006, 9, 12, 14 World Championship A+ accounting teams. Purdy missed right. And he also won the 2010 singles championship, did Matt McPhee, in 2006. His hobbies include golf, bowling, baseball, and darts.
Oh, I see. Purdy had a reset somehow.
Okay, that's what happened. Okay. So he gets a do-over, I guess. And nice shot.
So
he picks it
a
up.
10.
So 10 beats a 9, so 28 through 3. So good for him. That one pin could make a difference. You never know in this game.
I didn't see the reason for the reset somehow.
Yeah, we're way back. We're like miles away, it seems like, back here. We're like 50 feet away. It seems like 100 feet away.
But yeah, seeing the score sheet, that's correct. So 28 through 3, and now this. Hits are still mixing right now. That 2's going to topple as well and leaves a 7, which will strike, in fact.
On the bonus, 4-pin goes. Going to the 3, 6, 10. The 6 goes. 3 rather goes. Now it's a 6, 10. Chance for another spin. McPhee on fire. 48 through 3 here in the first. For another one. He's, oh, I thought he had it.
Oh, it rang around.
Almost said it. Wow. Tough break. Tonight, 4 in a row. Through no fault of his own. Wasn't there anyway, 9. Nothing wrong with the 57 through 4 start from Matt McPhee, rather.
Always appreciate the eagle-eyed viewers. We now have an explanation. Purdy had interference, basically, because the pin shot across from McPhee's lane into his, so his pinfall got disrupted, and he had to do it over.
We got obstructive view back here, too, so I can't see lane 14 clearly from here. And I'm 5'10".
We're a good few feet back. I got your step stool if you want
I'll take my step stool back,
Yeah, there you go.
And I stand up, too. I don't sit down.
You're a stand-up guy, Paul.
Yeah.
That's a good spare fill for Weber. He's mixing pins still, 4-8.
Not a stand-up comedian, though, although some people say it. When I look in the mirror, at least I am.
Weber doubles his last spare fill, and LeBlanc also gets the 8.
So Weber 32 through 2, LeBlanc 35 through 2. Oh, good try. Missed the 8.
Another case of Wood just foiling them on what seemed like a wired 2-pinner.
I'm tempted to say open, but in Canada, open means you're on a fill. In the States, open means you didn't get a spare strike in that box. Nathan LeBlanc also won a singles knockout back in 2011. 10 for Weber, 9 for LeBlanc. So LeBlanc 44 through 3, Mark Weber 42 through 3 in the 4th spot. Updating the score in the mark situation with Greg Gouillart.
Well, the 6 pins you see for A+ accounting, plus they got that extra mark. It's 7 marks to 5 for Bowling Ball Mafia, but fill quality perhaps holding them back. Yeah. That's a wood clearance from Weber, so 4th box coming on up. The Moncton Wildcats Hockey Club logo descends on lane 14.
Continuing live coverage all day. We'll do 3 separate broadcasts. We'll have coverage all day, all 3 matches, all through Saturday, including the finals. Mark Weber has the 3 wobbling 6 pair chance. In the pocket, it is 8. 2 in the 10 for Nate LeBlanc. Must be frustrating getting 3 199s, not get the 200, but nothing wrong with the 199 3 times. Weber, spare. 3 out of 4, 52 in a ball through 4. LeBlanc tried to go left to that 2-pin, just missed it.
I'm sure LeBlanc is having split every ball. They might be off by one, but he's had wood on a couple of those, which has allowed him to pick up some spares.
He'll settle for a 9. And that puts him, Greg, at
53. Oh, that scoreboard jumped on me. It keeps doing that. 52 in a ball for Weber and 53 for LeBlanc. I got to remember I have one of my programming things is a little bugged, so note to self.
Doing a great job as always, Greg. Class act.
What are our first impression of Fairlanes Moncton? Amazing. I mean, hospitality right in the door. After just being there an hour, we saw straight away how top-notch this place is.
All right, Greg. Mark carried 9 in the wiggle on the 6, and a spread eagle from Matt Harnett.
On a fill.
That's 24 through 2 on the spare 4. Carrier, spare. Second spare to half Worcester fill in the first box at 10. Spare in the third, 32 in a ball. Matt Harnett on the 1% average pro conversion rate in spread eagles doesn't go, obviously. Statistics all week long by Candlepin Bowling Network. Executive producer of Candlepin Bowling Network is Bob Lee. Matt Harnett, an 8.
We should go over format real quick. 2 match points for each string and 2 match points for total. Well, you got zeros up there. We haven't awarded any yet, but
and one for a tie. One for a tie, too.
Of course, any tie split the points.
Harnett, thanks, Greg. Matt Harnett, 32 through 3 in the first of 3.
So those zeros at the top of the screen will turn into match points as they get awarded.
So 24 teams this week.
And 2 divisions of 12.
Back to live action. Mark Carrier, 7 in the fill. 39 through 3 for another one. Wow, he got it. Nice shot. 2 in a row, 3 out of 4. 49 in the ball through 4.
Score's correct as you see it here.
Harnett, the 4, 10.
17, keep the smudge on the board.
Good effort.
Best Matt could reasonably do with that. We'll score check in just a moment.
And Matt right on as usual for a 10, 42 through 4.
All right, let's take a look here. So we have those full scores. Well, if I can show it properly. There we go. Well, it's even, totally even on pinfall. Bowling Ball Mafia now has the few extra marks right here. Statistics in the match right now, it's 10 marks to 5, in fact. Pinning is dead even at 9 pins left standing for each.
So dead even so far. Paul Gregg, Dan Castle, Greg Gouillart, and Candlepin Bowling Network, the men's 2023 ICC World Tournament from Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada at Fairlanes. 7-10 split. Back to top of the order. Blake Doucette, singles knockout winner yesterday. A thrilling match over Calvin Locke on Candlepin Bowling Network. 7-9-10 for Jeff Lapierre. Jeff's a 125 league bowler from South Paris, Maine, originally Biddeford, Maine. 125 current average, 193 high single as he surveys the wood. High triple 473, high 5, 725 out of Stars and Strikes. South Paris fame Russ Neely Jr.'s house and Jody Neely's house. Russ Sr., the father, in the Candlepin Bowling Hall of Fame. Lapierre can't connect for the spare. Jeff Bowens, who's his 2, his father Jerry Lapierre, a great bowler also. Not sure that was on in the channel or not. Let's see what they give him.
Well, that's a good call, Paul. I see 8 on the board.
So yep. So it was in the channel. It's no good. Bowlers call it. Must make contact before it hits the channel. So that puts him at 57, halfway through the first of 3. Blake Doucette, 118 league bowler, 124 his best season average. He's only 31 years young. From New Ross, Nova Scotia, originally Weymouth, Nova Scotia. He's got a check mark. Over the horses, got it. 67 the ball through 6 here in Moncton. To set 48 through 5. First mark,
No,
he's open, so no mark, so 10.
It's a well-fought 10 as well. He had that cluster of 6, only chopped out the 1-8 or so, and then took out the remaining 4. Good, resilient pinning.
Only 2 pins off the deck, Ray, 58 through 6. Blake's high single is 202, high triple 462, high 5704 to Avon Valley Lanes in Windsor, Nova Scotia. For over 20 years, family got him involved. Now our second set of bowlers here. A spread eagle for Matt. For Justin Corkum, rather. Matt is up next. Kai Hunt, 2-8, 9-10. That's not a usual leave you see a lot, but he's got wood to work with. Justin, 120 current bowler, 123.7 his best year. And nice shot, spare. The wood helped. Kai Hunt, 15 a ball through 5. Second mark of the string. Justin, 37 through 4 coming in. Gets an 8, 45 through 5.
I'll adjust that camera when I get a chance. I might need to. No, it's all fine. It's not the best angle in the world, but hopefully it's giving you a good chance to enjoy it wherever you may be in the world, even if it's not Moncton, New Brunswick, where we are.
1 hour ahead here in Atlantic time, East Coast time, 1 hour behind us. Next match, 12 Eastern, 11 Eastern, 12 Atlantic time here, local
That's
time.
it.
Final match, 2 p.m. Eastern time, 3 o'clock here Atlantic time. Nice head pin shot. He's got 7 down, 3 to go. Now maybe 8. At 5, holds his ground. Right to left, 5, 8, 7. Kai Hunt just 4 in the spare. 54 half. Justin's high single, 198. High triple, 468. High 5, 682. His mother was a bowler too. Good bid, won't go. Hunt, half was to right this time. 1, 7, right side, 6, 10. More on Kai Hunt next time he comes up. But just 20 years young, he's got the it factor for sure. He gets a 7 that time, 61 through 6. 9 for Corkum.
54 through 6.
54
that's
through
right.
6.
Yeah, Hunt's got 2 marks, but the pins are getting away and the fields aren't as high as he'd like them to be, so he'll look to rebound in the remainder. A lot of marks all over the place as we see Purdy and McPhee.
McPhee a quarter, yikes. That's on a spare, tough break. 58 through 4, Brian Purdy's on a strike. The 46-year-older gets 7, 1, 2, 7 on the first ball of the strike. 202, high single for Brian Purdy. Even 500, triple, high triple, 715, high 5. For another spare, just missed inside, all but number 1.
Puts 9 on the strike, though.
Big Phil, 47 through 4. And McPhee, brutal banana split lead plus the 5 pin for a 5. A cruel game sometimes, Greg. A quarter was to Phil on a 5 box.
I don't show him on a fill, actually, but that should be a 62 half nonetheless, despite that setback for Matt McPhee. Yep, that's it.
And Brian Purdy, 57 now through 5. After that 10 box. .710 goal post.
Ooh, look at this.
He drills 9, Wood charging to the 7, but enough steam on it.
Yeah. That pin got toppled out from behind.
Dan Castle will be calling string number 2 today for us. I'll be back on for string 3. And we'll get ready in between for the next match coming up. 2 Canadian teams on Canada Bowling Network. Next match, separate broadcast, Outlaw Rides, MCW versus Able Construction. Next on Canada Bowling Network. Nice shot, spare. McPhee back on the board. Purdy gets it for a spare to match. McPhee, 72 in the ball through 6. Brian Purdy. Is that a spare? Yep, 67 in the ball through 6. Okay.
I didn't say no. I didn't mean to mutter that. Yeah, Mark's situation is correct now. I had a McPhee smudge up by accident, but that's now all correct.
All right.
4 marks to 1 for Bowling Ball Mafia. Again, the yellow ticks on your screen are indicating Mark's open.
So that was not a spare 1 then. Okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
You don't feel as bad that way in a sense.
Yeah, in a way. But you got that spare. That's going to certainly feel good to, I'd say sit down on it, but no one's sitting here.
I guess the bright side is 11 beats a 10.
Not a soul is taking a seat here.
Nate LeBlanc, triangle, 2-4-5. Mark Webber, kingpin for a spare. Off the wall, it goes, spare.
All right, here comes that glitch. It's going to jump. Doink. There we go.
Webber trying to match, right on it, spare. 71.5 plus 1, LeBlanc 63.5 plus 1. Nate collects beer cans for hobby. I'm not sure if he's kidding or half serious.
Well, that sounds cool. I bet I'd like to see that collection. It's probably quite artistic and aesthetic.
He has the 1486 high 10. Officially, Wesley Sr. has the record of 1485 though in Maine. At 1485. 6 on the fill for LeBlanc, 69.5. Weber just missed right. He's got the 4 horsemen left, the 1-2-4-7. 77.5. And this kid's gonna be good. He's already getting better and better every year. 25 years young from Belfast, Maine, home of All Play Entertainment Center. Nice shot, spare again.
Despite that only being his first head pin miss of the string, LeBlanc comes right back on it anyway. His 4th of the string.
Weber can't get the 7 to go. So LeBlanc 79 in the ball through 6. Mark a 118 league ball, a 121 his best season ending average. High single 195, high triple 444, a high 5 of 728. The current Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour champion from Maine in its on and only season.
That was rude of that wood to stop right in front of the 7. Yikes.
He'll take a 9, 86 through 6.
Whoa. Ball, just a heads up, if you're going to take the mic off, let me know. I can turn your level down. Or not. Okay. All right, I'll call it. Matt Harnett. He crossed over. He's got the 5 and dime. Just the 5 now. Carrier the anchor. Now what I call a parallelogram 6 fill, 55 through 4. Arnett picks up the single, his second. Carrier, oh, he got it to go. The 6 pin got tripped out. That's an incredible make. And his 4th mark in the half. Man, this is going to be a fun score check in a second, folks. A lot of people already establishing 120 clips and counting. Arnett gets 6 with a split. Carrier 7. There we see it, 58 half. Arnett got half of that split. Did the best he reasonably could. He's had a couple of situations like that now. And it's a 9-box reach. Okay. Let me update this score real quick. 9 box apiece. And show you the score check. No, hold on, Paul. You're not up.
Right.
Let me do this.
Back to the top of the order.
That's right. Let me do a score check real quick. Sorry to keep taking it away from you, but
That's okay.
there we see a lot of big scores across the board. We've got all of Weber, Carrier, and then McPhee and LeBlanc already on high scores at the current moment. It is 15 marks to 9.
Jeff Lapierre is on a spare, 67 the ball. He only gets 4 that time, 71 through 6. For a strike, 9 for Blake Doucette. Looking for his first mark. He's only left two pins on the deck so far. Oh, what a shot for a spare for Lapierre. How about that?
We'll leave it like that.
81 of the ball through 7. Kid's a beast. Doucette missed it.
Ooh.
Coming from a big high yesterday, winning that singles knockout. That one got away also for a 9. 67-7 without a mark. Okay, what's up? Update the scores.
Used up all his run good in getting the singles tournament.
So Bowling Ball Mafia has the lead by 37 right now.
Yep. And the mark situation is the same, so it's a true 37-pin advantage. The marks are stacking up.
And Bowling Ball Mafia always in the running. The Worlds, the U.S. Invitational in 2021, always in the semifinals or finals sometimes. Right up there anyway.
Oh, no. LaPierre's filled this 4 again, though.
85-7. Doucette, a tough 3-1 split. He's got the 6 on the right, 2-4-7 left. Here in the first of 3 strings on Candlepin Bowling Network. All week coverage starting 9 o'clock Eastern time, 8 o'clock Atlantic time, local time. Including the playoffs Friday night and 3 matches on Saturday. 3 matches, 3 strings every day, Tuesday through Saturday. Good bid by Doucette. Still no marks. But he's got to feel good, though, about the pinning. He's on his head pin for the most part. He's pinning really well.
Nothing lower than 9.
And Lapierre gets a 10. He's at 95-8. And Doucette gets the 10, 77 through 8 without a mark.
I mean, the string decidedly, well,
Blake Doucette.
Not decidedly.
I say Jason Doucette sometimes by accident because there's a Jason Doucette also.
And Jason Doucette, yes. But,
what's in the name, right?
But yeah, the string is this in Bowling Ball Mafia's favor now, but total pinfall matters too. 2 match points there as well.
Kai Hunt, strike! 71 plus 2 through 7. Justin Corkum on lane 13, parallel pins plus the 9, 5 standing. Good offer, not accepted. 8 and the 9. That looked good, didn't it?
Got a couple people saying the scoreboard is hard to see. Let me know and I can shove it into the corner and make it bigger.
Nice 10.
It looks fine on my device, but if it's not good on every device, and we've got a whole range of devices, small and big, I'm happy to make that adjustment.
64 through 7 for Justin Corkum for 8+ accounting. And right now, Bowling Ball Mafia is the 8+ in the score column. 400 to 359, a 41-pin lead. Kai going for the double. That close. A wiggle on the kingpin, the 5.
Holy smokes, 200 of you already. Don't worry, I won't tell your bosses.
Just 4 there for Corkum.
Thank you so much.
Kai Hunt for a spare and strike. Yes!
On strike.
81 through 7, 91 of the ball through 8. On the archer pin, nothing doing. Brutal.
That's a tough one when you got the backbones of the head pin away, and now the head pin just flies off. Pin that.
And Corkum will settle for a 7, 71 through 8. The 4-time champions, A+ accounting, being tested here by Bowling Ball Mafia. They're in a hole right now, 420 to 366, the biggest lead for Bowling Ball Mafia. Brian Purdy on the right. Matt McPhee on the left. Purdy, 1, 2, 10.
On a spare, good fill. Yeah, I got the scoreboard wrong. Thank you.
74 through 6 now. McPhee was on a spare. He got 8. That puts him at 80 through 6, having a fine string. The southpaw with a sea of wood, V-shaped wood to the right, middle right, to kick it over. Can he do it? He does. The ball took out the 7.
Very good.
The wood took out the 10. Nice shot. Another mark.
Scores
19 the ball through 7 in the first of 3.
As you see it.
Purdy picks up the 10. 84 through 7. First of 3 shifts, 3 matches today.
Brian could use some more head pins, but he's pinning very well. Nothing below 9. Got that strike and spare well filled. He's got a foundation to build on.
Nothing like the great game of Candlepin Bowling. Get your friends out, folks. Candlepin gift cards, a great way to do it all year round, not just the holidays. Well, it does make a good holiday gift, a good stocking stuffer. Candlepin gift cards all season long. Support your local bowling centers as well and invest in Candlepin Bowling. Purdy just missed the pocket. Sweeping back. Takes out the 4 and the 2. 1, 8, 6, 10 right. Nice ball there. 8 for McPhee. 98 through 7 on the spare fill. 7-8. A bunch of wood to help. Purdy missed the head pin. Another spare for McPhee. Matt McPhee on fire. 108 in the ball through 8.
3 straight.
3 marks in a row.
And a 10 box.
10 for Purdy. That puts him at 94 through 8. A+ accounting, trying to make a move here late in the first. 2 points for a win, 1 for tie, 2 for total.
There we go.
Next match, 11 o'clock Eastern time, 12 o'clock here Atlantic time, local time. Outlaw Rides MCW versus Able Construction. Next on Candlepin Bowling Network. Mark Weber crossing over, 7. Chance for him to make it 8. 6 and a 10. LeBlanc on the spare gets 9. He's got the 7 pin for another one. 88 through 6.
Yeah, LeBlanc's dialed at the moment. So is Weber. These four, yeah, it's 4 marks apiece. These 4-spot bowlers are on some higher level at the moment. On the highest stages.
Angle piece of wood. Can he pick it up? He goes left. Up the wall, almost. Took up the 10, but not the 6.
Harsh one.
Right on, spare.
3 straight.
LeBlanc's got 3 straight. He's got 98 in the ball through 7. Weber gets to 10. 96 through 7 in the first of 3. First of 3 matches today. And here comes A+ accounting on the move. Still down big, but have a chance.
Yep, 36 pins, and A+ has an extra mark to offset that.
That can cut it into the 20th potentially. Still have time left.
Well, this from LeBlanc might.
Playoffs Friday night, opening round, quarters, semis, and finals here live on Candlepin Bowling Network Saturday.
I'll mention the rule while there's absolutely no chance it'll happen to either of these two bowlers, but bowlers can be substituted partway through the match. It is a unique quirk of the Worlds. There are constraints on that, but it is possible that we can see some roster shakeups if a bowler is not feeling it on a particular string.
They got to be taken by the 5th box. You're not going to be on a spare or a strike, though. If you're on a mark, you have to stay in. So a lot of bowlers will do it in the 4th box.
Right.
After 4 boxes. 8 drop there for LeBlanc on the spare. Magic 106.7. 106 through 7 of local Boston station. David Allen Boucher. Like the soothing sounds of Greg Gouillart.
LeBlanc got 8 on that, Phil. Yep. Didn't get it. Didn't get it to go. I appreciate the compliment, I swear.
Always good stuff about you, Greg. Always.
Appreciate you, Paul.
Always. Weber just missed right, not by much, for an 8. 104 through 8. LeBlanc hits the 10. He's at 116 through 8.
Even when he's not getting marks, he's gaining. Only left 2 pins standing.
And Mark Carrier in that Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour final through 11 strikes, 13 spares, and lost 686 to 685 down to the last ball of the match. A thriller on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Must-see TV, match regeneration. Both coming in with no marks in this box. Carry 81-67 of Matt Harnett, who gets 9. Matt's got a high single of 189, high triple 492. Carry a gentleman's shot, rates the head pin.
Arnett's got challenging wood out front. Yeah, it's a conference that's conference level because that wood is angled very bad. Too much of a risk that the wood could shoot in front, and if he hit the red line, the ball would just send to the right and the pin would go to the left. So let's see how he negotiates.
Good try.
Yeah.
Got robbed.
He tried to go higher up to try and defray that, but it still did the same thing. Too bad.
Yeah, another teammate with another World Singles title. He won it back in 2016. So that's at least 3 in their team that have won a World Singles title. Blake Doucette winning it yesterday.
Yeah. Those are 3rd balls apiece, though, so Arnett's going to gain half a mark out of that.
And through no fault of his own, it's a tough Paul Grand special. Missed the 2nd, make the 3rd for a 10. 77 through 7. 7's a while for Matt Harnett. Carrier 88 through 7.
That's 5 out. Strange split for Carrier.
On the crossover, Harnett, thin hit. Look at this lead. Wow. He's got wood to work with, though, so it's not impossible.
3, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Part of the 2006, 9, 12, and 14 World Championships for A+ accounting. Matt Harnett, the ankle bowler.
What a shot that is.
You got it.
3 and 2 split conversion.
98 in the ball through 8 for Carrier. Harnett trying to match, just missed. The object pin to 3 has the 10 right corner. So Carrier 98 in the ball through 8. And Matt Harnett 10, 87 through 8 on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Let's see here. There we go. Current scores right now. What are the statistics right now? We got 19 marks to 12 in favor of Bowling Ball Mafia. Pinning is just within 2, essentially. So this string, see, it's not over yet. Bowling Ball Mafia definitely in the lead for the string by 23 pins and a mark, but still all to play for in this string and the ones to come.
All right, final 2 boxes. Paul Grant, Greg Gouillart, Dan Castle on Candlepin Bowling Network. 2023 Men's ICC World Championships from Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada at Fairlanes. Final 2 boxes of the first string for 2 points. There's a spare. He sets on the board. He's pinned well. Finally leads to a spare. 87 of the ball in the 9th. Jeff Lapierre, 95 through 8 coming in, has the 310 going for a 10.
I won't be thrilled to see the 6-pin drop. It'll make the 10 box a little more tricky.
He gets a 9. He's at 104 through 9. Jeff here in Moncton back in a few years ago bowled a 191. Has a main state mixed mixed doubles record also. A state mixed doubles record also.
Lead is 22. The string is not over, even though it's just a solid lead.
6 for Doucette on the spare. 93 through 9. Jeff Lapierre, no relation to Scott Lapierre, son of Jerry Lapierre, has the 4 left, 6 right.
I keep wanting to say decisive. It's not. It's not. This string is still in the balance. And Doucette's got a decent lead. 4 horsemen.
He got it.
Nice finish.
After 8 boxes without a mark, he's got 2 in a row. Only the 3 pins in the deck. Lapierre, what a shot for a spare. The fist bump.
Huge response.
114 of the ball in the 10th. Nice shot by Lapierre.
Jeff Lapierre's 5th mark of the string.
6-time Maine men's money match with Mark Weber.
Yeah, Bowling Ball Mafia was not completely in the clear, so that's a big mark by Lapierre. Pending the bonus balls, 1 apiece.
16-pin lead for Bowling Ball Mafia. Both on bonus balls. Doucette for a strike. Almost gets 9. Nice finish. 112 with 2 marks. Lapierre's bonus ball is 7, maybe 8. It's 7 3/4. 8 it is. Yep. 122 opening string for Jeff Lapierre.
Don't hit the button until you're sure they've all dropped.
The lead is 15 for Bowling Ball Mafia. Good one here on Candlepin Bowling Network in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada at the World Tournament. 8 boxes to go for 2 points. First match of the tournament all week long through Saturday. 3 matches a day. 9 o'clock Eastern time, 8 o'clock local time, Atlantic time. Beautiful shot, but a 2-2 split, 2-1 split. Strike bid for Kai Hunt, 8. Wood charge of the 5, it goes down. 10 pin for a spare. That's on a spare. $100 through 8 for another one. Missed it. 2 in the 6. Tough shot here for Corkum. Justin, good try. And Cayenne gets the Paul Grant special. Missed the second. Make the third for a 10. 110 through 9. Corkum a 9, I believe it was. Yep, 9, so 80 through 9. Having a tough string, but a very good bowler. 120 average, high single, 198 again. Kai Hunt has over 170 strings in his young career. 5 adult titles, has a 695 high 5 through a 672 during juniors main state Kennel Promoter Association tournament. His high single 188, did that at the age of 14. And a tough 6 and a tough string for Justin Corkum, just 86. 9 for Kion, gains 3. That'll be a 119 opening string, then increases the lead to 28 in the mark situation from Greg Gouillart.
Mark situation right now is 1-1, so it's a true 28-pin advantage. So drop down to Purdy and McPhee.
Matt McPhee on lane 14, Brian Purdy on lane 13 here in Moncton. Right shot in the pocket. 6-10 spare chance, Purdy just 3. And McPhee on the spare, that's 8 fill, 116 through 8. That cuts it down to 20, minus a fill ball from Bowling Ball Mafia on the left.
McPhee has 5 marks, maybe more.
For another one, yes!
Outside.
126 in the ball through 9. 1 mark for each side. Purdy trying to work out of it. Oh, good offer. Ooh. Can't get to the 10. Bryant gets a 9, 103 through 9. The lead is down to 19 right now. 1 spare for each side. 5 blocks to go in the first of 3. Right to the Big 20 in Scarborough, Maine. Mike Walker's house. Crossing over 7. Maybe more. It's 8. Wood between the 2 and the 4. On the spare, 134 through 9. The lead's down to 11, minus a ball. Purdy for first strike. That looked good. Gets 8.
Oh,
tough split. The 4 left, 10 right.
Brutal one.
McPhee could use this one. Brad Hawk, he do another one. He does.
8 check, 5 in a row.
44 and a ball in the 10th. Wow. Purdy doinks it. Takes down the 4, but not the 10. And it might come down to the final box again, Greg. Maybe the final ball. It's just the first of 3 strings, the first of 3 matches today, the first of 5 days of the ICC Men's World Championships.
Yeah, it's 11 pins and a mark, basically.
It'll be an
11 pins truly, in fact.
It'll be an O Canada match next. Outlaw Rides MCW against Able Construction, followed by Avon Valley Lanes from Canada against Lucky Strike. Purdy at 9, 103 through 9.
And it was well for the string.
The lead is down to 10.
And a bonus ball to come from McPhee.
So that's 1 mark for each side, right?
Yep, that's right. And we're going to see this one from McPhee now.
I'll strike the tie right now temporarily. Right in the money, 8. What a string, 152, opening string.
Well deserved. McPhee was just in the zone past the point.
Matt McPhee.
Yeah, get your high fives, bud.
Had a 463 high triple in the World's Finals for his high triple, 186 high single, high 5, 728. What a performance.
That yellow blip under Bowling Ball Mafia means Carrier, the 5th bowler, is on a spare, so he still got that. So Bowling Ball Mafia still is a lead.
2 pins.
Yep, 2 in a ball.
He was up there for a while, but Bowling Ball Mafia in control most of the string.
It's these 4 spot bowlers. It's going to be really intriguing. Tough split for LeBlanc.
8 left, 6-10 right. Wood to work with. Mark Weber crossing over a diamond plus the 7. A diamond alone is about 27% pro conversion rate. The average pro bowl without wood. Stats by Kenneth Bowling Network. He's got the 7 also. Good offer by LeBlanc. Won't go. Weber, good effort on the object.
Goodness, he got the isolated pin too.
Leaves the 5 and 9. and Nate LeBlanc will have a 9, 125 through 9. Weber gains 1 with a 10, 114 through 9. The lead is 3 right now, plus a ball for Bowling Ball Mafia. Can they hang on for the first 2 points?
Yep, A+ probably needs 2 marks out of these last 3.
Tight battle here in Moncton. LeBlanc looking for a mark. 1-3-7, not easy but makeable. Mark Weber off to the right, just 3. Let's get Wood behind the kingpin to roll to the right side to the 10. Crucial shot. He got it! Crucial spare! 135 in the ball in the 10th. And they can temporarily take the lead, pending what Mark Weber does here in his second ball.
At least he's got Wood aiming at the 10. This will be a tricky match. LeBlanc may very well have swung the momentum with that into a very tight match.
What an offer, almost leads up to 4. And here we go again, folks, down the stretch.
That's got to send thoughts racing through Mark Carrier's minds about his fill coming up.
A+ accounting, Bowling Ball Mafia, and a war here in the first of 3. Weber 9, 123 opening string. 2 boxes to go, plus a ball, Phil here. On the bonus, 6. 141, opening string.
Easy there, easy there, easy there. Take your levels down. Do that. All right.
A+ accounting right now. They have a 4-pin lead, their first lead in quite a while, but Mark Carrier, the only spare on the board, 5 to take the lead. And Matt Harnett, just 87th rate, is overdue for a mark. He's got a 2-1 split to contend with, 2, 4, 6 right.
Yeah, it's his 5th split of the string to your point.
For the lead, he's got it. 8 in the fill, 4 in the 7, chance for another one. They take the lead by 4. 106 to 8. A 4-pin lead for Bowling Ball Mafia on the left. No marks on the board.
I don't think the 2 and 6 are connected, are they?
Oh, what a try. Spun around behind the 6.
Yeah, I didn't think the back cap was aimed at the 6. Again, too bad for Harnett. I've said that a million times now.
Don't need a mark in the 10th.
Craig Holbrook was saying on a Candlepin discussion group, saying, you know, bowl anchor once in your life. The thrills of bowling anchor when it comes to down to that shot, when you have the difficult wood there and your team's behind your back, it's the thrill of a lifetime. Do it at least once in your life if you're bowling. For moments like this. Carrier doesn't necessarily need it, but it'd be big. Here it comes. Vertical.
He got it. Big spare for Mark Carrier.
What a shot. Sure, the 2 pins are easy, but the wood was not.
Harnett a 9, 96 to 9. He might need a double to get the first 2 points. 1 box to go. 1 spare for Mark Carrier for Bowling Ball Mafia, up 5.
If Carrier gets, say, a 6 fill or something like that, he likely will. Pending pinning.
Mark 199 high single, 127 career high average, 472 high triple, high 5, 735. Gives us a chance to clinch it right now. 6 and more to do it. And he's got it, a 9 fill, and they get the first 2 points. 125 through 9. Bowling Ball Mafia survives. A+ accounting.
That's it.
For the first 2 points with 2 strings left in this first match of 3 on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Yeah.
Harnett spare in the 10th to keep it close. Don't forget 2 points for total also. 106 in the ball.
Harnett only missed 1 head pin in that string, the first box, in fact.
Not much to show for it either.
3 marks.
Carrier, another one. 135 in the ball in the 10th. 3 marks in a row.
Yep, 3 marks in a row. Second time he's chained 3 in a row, in fact. Overall marks is 22-18 in that match. Pinning was 4 in favor of Bowling Ball Mafia.
And Greg will put the stats on the screen after this box is over, and then Dan Castle will take over string 2. I'll be back for string 3. And don't forget, next match after this one, Outlaw Rides MCW from Canada versus Able Construction of Canada.
Arnett got 3 on that, I think. Goodness gracious.
Fill. Brutal.
109
first string. Carrier 4 fill. 139 opening string. Bowling Ball Mafia takes the first 2 points. A good one, 615 to 600 on Candlepin Bowling Network. And Dan Castle will take over. Don't forget, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 local time here, Atlantic Time in Moncton. Avon Valley Lanes from Canada takes on Dave Barber's Lucky Strike on Candlepin Bowling Network.
All right. There's the scores on screen here. Nope. I'm going to do my thing here. Take the spare smudges away. And we 615 to 600 for Bowling Ball Mafia in the early going. I'll reset the scoreboard real quick, and we'll get started with string number 2. Make sure the video feed's going well. Make sure. All right. Copy that. Oh, sorry. I know what I'm doing wrong. I gotta take this away so there's no strangeness going on. Quintessential CBNs. Drop down for a sec while we. Okay. String 2 underway. Jeff LaPierre on lane 14, 6, 7, 10. Get my scoreboard in view here. Get Dan situated. The mic's not hot just yet, Dan. Don't worry about it. 1, 7, 9, 10. Your mic isn't. Let me know when you're situated and I'll click it on. Yeah, you should only have one earphone. I hope that's okay. Sorry about that. Second ball coming up here, Doucette. Goodness, got the pin action going side to side, didn't get it to go. So it'll be 9 for LaPierre. And 9 also for Doucette. I'll turn the levels up on your thing, Dan. I'll crank it to your level.
Good morning, everybody.
Excellent.
This is Dan Castle. I'm here with Greg, and we're coming into box 2. And LaPierre drops 5. Doucette drops 9. He leaves a 4-pin. LaPierre is on a 2 and 2. He's on a banana split. 4, 7, 6, 10. Can play the wood, and it doesn't help him for LaPierre. Doucette, just 1 pin to shoot at, and it looks like he's on it. He's on it. There's a mark.
Did we mention he's a singles champion? Now he's in the zone.
All right, and LaPierre trying to 10 out, and he's got a 10. That's a nice shot. He takes the right side off the wall, and there you go.
What a shot that was. Checking my own levels, that should be fine.
Yeah, you're a little
high on my side?
You're a little low for me. I'm a little high for me.
Okay, let's see. You go down and I go up slightly. How's that?
All right, that sounds good. And we're on to the next bowlers.
Yeah. That's a great shot.
All right, so we got a 9 drop on lane 14. We have an 8 drop on lane 13.
Yep, that's Kai Hunt and Sean Dion coming in now.
Okay, so Hunt on the right.
Yep.
Dion on the left. And Hunt picks up a mark for his first box. Starts with a spare. Can Dion match him? Yes, he does. Off the wood, he takes the 2.
Immediate effect off the bench. Let's get that on the board properly. There we go. Did Paul leave his Sean Dion sheet anywhere, or did he take it?
Yeah, he's got, I don't know. There's a lot of sheets here.
Yeah, a lot of sheets.
A lot of bowler sheets.
Yeah, Sean Dion, I got
so
that
all
right.
the bowlers fill out a profile for us and helps with us. Paul's done a bang-up job at keeping records on everybody. Okay, so Hunt puts 8 in his spare, and Dion puts just 4, and another mark for
That's right.
Hunt.
There we go.
And Dion goes through the hole. Misses the mark, and he's going for this 10 now. And it looks like an 8 box. So an 8 box for Dion, another spare for Hunt. And now our third bowlers are coming up.
Brian Purdy.
And just
Matt McPhee.
The Bowling Ball Mafia is on lane 14 on your right. The A+ accounting is on the lane 13 on your left. And Purdy starts out with a 6 drop. He's got 3 plus the 9 pin with some wood that I don't think is angled quite right. That may be tricky. And on the other side, McPhee came into the 3 pin and took out 4. And he uses the wood. And
yeah,
wow,
we got
it goes.
Oh, good. You saw it too through him.
I'm watching the monitor.
No shame. That's on me. I got to get that camera. I'll probably adjust it another time.
No, the monitor is great from my point of view. So, and I'm seeing what the viewers are seeing. And a 10 box for McPhee. So Purdy starts out with a spare and McPhee with a 10.
Coming up.
And the A+ accounting team really wants to pick up the pace here. A little bit. They're both doing pretty good.
You'll see those margins on your screen. It's still very much within range for A+ accounting, even in the match. So still all to play for, even though Bowling Ball Mafia held on for that victory.
Right.
The momentum was swinging.
Purdy on the field puts down 7. He has the high-low jack with 1-7-10. Wood in play, I think, if he angles it off the 1. McPhee dropped 9, beautiful 9 drop, left the 10 pin, and so Purdy will not have a mark, and neither will McPhee. Wood seems to have deflected the ball away from him. So both going for 10 boxes for their second boxes, and Purdy picks up the 10.
I'll explain the format in a second.
And McPhee goes wide into the channel and has a 9.
Format is round robin. This is the first of 11 matches, and there's 2 divisions of 12 teams. We happen to be looking at the right division. We'll flip between that and the left division throughout the course. In fact, we're going to switch over to the left division for the next one.
And the border is between lane 12 and lane 13, correct?
I think I understand what you're saying. 1 through 12 is left, and 13 through 24 is right. But that.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm wrong
Yeah.
about that. All right.
Top 5 teams will make it, but the top seed will get a bye all the way into the semifinal
Mark Weber
knockout.
starts out with a strike
Nice.
for the Bowling Ball Mafia, and LeBlanc drops 6. Looks like the 2 in the triangle on the right with some wood that maybe actually be helpful if he hits it. Nope, little shallow. Bowler hit the object pin, but the wood just went more straight back than I think he wanted. He still has a 6 and 10 up there. And that's all gone. So a 10 box for LeBlanc.
Those 4-spot bowlers were one of the big stories of the last match. 123 for Weber and 141 for LeBlanc. Let's see if form holds.
And we're seeking the statistics for updates from throughout if we can obtain them. The house has been pretty good about providing things like that for us, so we're on a quest, and if we can get a hold of those, we'll be providing them to you. Okay, Mark Weber on lane right, on the right lane, he is on a strike, 2-ball fill. And my screen went black just as the ball hit the pins, and it's 8 in the first ball.
That was me. No, nobody else. Everyone else
Good
should
timing.
be fine.
Good timing. So an 8 drop for LeBlanc. Both have makeable spares. Looks like Weber's on the. I don't want to say too far. Well, he doesn't get it. So a 9-fill in this strike, and LeBlanc's got a mark for himself in his second box.
9 and a spare. I'll fix the smudges in just a moment.
I believe both teams are from Maine.
There we go. Put that 10 on the board. Put that there, and everything's correct now, and we see that A+ accounting is starting to turn the tide.
And if I remember correctly, both teams are Maine teams.
A+ accounting is Canadian. Bowling
okay.
Ball Mafia is our
From Maine, okay. Sorry.
a good one too. Both these teams are. Great match to start off.
So on the right lane for the Bowling Ball Mafia.
Yeah, we're going to follow the teams that have been historically strong to start, and then we'll try and chase good records on the between 11, 12, or 13, 14, essentially. That's our idea. Oh, that 7 fell late.
Oh, that makes a 9 drop, and a half Worcester right on the left lane. Let's bring up the bowlers on the score sheet.
Yes, thank you.
And both bowlers missed their spares.
Yeah, Harnet's not getting the time of day from the pins, unfortunately.
The carrier picks up a 10 box. And we're looking at Harnett on the left. And he's got a 7 box. Doesn't quite cut the pin over.
Was that a split, or did he miss the head pin? I'm trying to think. I don't get every box right, I'm afraid. I'll do my best.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
Matt Harnett on the left.
Oh, you're trying to pick up the head pins.
Yeah, the best I'm able.
Yeah, no, he had a half Worcester on that first one.
Okay.
No head pin. All right, box 2
good second
for
ball then.
carrier. And that's a 7 drop. Looks like a triangle. It might be a diamond. But
It is a diamond, yeah.
Okay, it was a little questionable from this angle. Looking straight on it, it's hard to see that back pin. It is for the bowlers a lot of times too. On the other hand, Harnett has the 1 for 310.
Makeable.
So we had a head pin hit on the right, not a head pin hit on the left.
Gotcha.
And a spare on the right for carrier. And just a head pin on the left for Harnett.
I was going to say Roger, but you're Dan.
It's all right. Just don't call me late for lunch.
Me
And
neither.
a 10 bucks for carrier.
Me neither. We got to hit up Kegler's Bar after this. Great food there. Here, Fairlanes. I always take a look at the scoreboard after every 2 boxes. We see it here. Kai Hunt off to the hottest start right now. Mark Weber's 29 and Purdy's 27. So Bowling Ball Mafia, just with this opening salvo, of course, off to the early advantage again.
Okay, so after 2 lanes, after 2 boxes, they switch lanes. And on the right now is Blake Doucette, and he had a punch out.
Ooh,
Spread eagle minus the 7 pin.
Plus the 8 pin, so it comes out to 4 anyway.
And LaPierre drops 8. I don't believe either bullet was on a mark, right?
Correct.
Okay.
No, Giusette's was on a there. He got a spare 4.
Okay, so that would be a spare 5.
It was spare 4. There's an 8 pin hiding back there.
It's hard to see
Promise,
those back pins sometimes.
Promise you. I'm sat just a little inch to your left, and there that makes all the difference. Nothing you could do.
All right, so Doucette picks up a couple more. Still has 3 up. LaPierre is waiting for that wood to settle down and be comfortable with his shot. It looks like it's still moving just a very, very little. I think he can call that stopped, and I think he has too. He's going to throw his ball now.
Yeah.
Trying to get this 5-7 to go. And he does. Good patience from the bowler, not getting anxious, makes the mark, pays off. 9 box for Blake Doucette, spare for LaPierre. Okay, now coming up is...
No, box 4 for them now.
Oh, that second box, I'm sorry. That was their first box. All right, I'm getting there, guys.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm not working alone, that's all I can say. All right, Doucette on the first ball. He's on the head pin and drops 7. He has the 2, 4, and 6 pin left. And LaPierre on a fill drops a dime.
Brilliant.
And you can hear the reaction of his teammates and the spectators. That was an important strike.
Nice this little Michael, though. I should be pointing it out more. There we go. Oh, what a bid that was.
Doucette's not over yet. And there it goes. There's a spare for Doucette.
That was slow, but he put a good cut on that one, you know.
He hit it right, I thought. And it did go. So marks for both bowlers in box 4.
And when he needed to, and the pins fell. What more can you ask for?
All right, box 3 for Dion on the right and Hunt on the left. Dion drops 9. Hunt on a spare. Takes out 5.
Old hay bale there. Put that asterisk on Dion's name to indicate substitute. That was at the start of string 2.
Sean Dion from Nova Scotia. He has a 204 high single. And a spare for that box.
Still 4 pins standing for Hunts. He's got the 9 pin as well.
And just
That's
an
8.
8 box.
Still back there.
Not anymore. The sweeper always wins. If you don't get the pins, the sweeper will. So they will fall. Okay, Hunt is from Newport, Maine.
Uh-oh. Oh, but that's
Burnham, Maine. All right. Well, what do you know? Dion ends up with a 7 on his fill. Hunt off on the right a little bit. That head pin did fall. Not sure if he hit it or not. And Dion with another spare.
he got it to go.
And Hunt,
The 10 pin's still there.
10 pins still standing.
That's correct as you see a 48 in ball through 4 for Dion.
Kai Hunt with a 10. All right, next set of bowlers.
Brian Purdy and Matt McPhee.
All right. Brian Purdy on your right. Oh, I'm sorry, Matt McPhee on your right. You screwed me up there, Mark. Greg, I'm getting there. All right, so McPhee on his first ball. Throws a half Worcester and picks up maybe one more pin on that. And Purdy's a little bit more fortunate because he was on the 3 pin and did not punch out, took 8. He's left with a 1-9 pin. McPhee made a spare bid on that and a little bit light. Still has the 5-7-6-10. And Purdy just past the head pin, and the wood does take out the 8. We have a pin still in motion, but it's not going to help. And we've got to remove or check a pin, see if it's still in play. And
Out we go.
it is ahead of the dead wood line. So again, for the non-candlepin bowlers, or people who aren't familiar, there is a line in front of the plate. If a piece of wood, if a pin rolls in front of that, it's no longer in play. And on a 10 attempt, McPhee ends up with an 8, and Purdy ends up with a 10. Well, somebody's going to pay the.
That's Calvin Locke calling someone out.
They're soliciting dollars for the candlepin.
Hang on.
Answer.
If you're gonna yell it into this. What is it, Calvin?
Tyler O'Brien, with the first official Canadian lemon drop, paid his loony. We are ready for it. Here's your donation.
Thank you
There
so
we go.
much. That's beautiful. Thank you, Calvin.
So we received a loony for the lemon drop pool. If a bowler gets a lemon drop, if they're participating in this, they're donate $1 to the Candlepins for Cancer, and very much appreciated. Paul and team are putting that charity on, and McPhee goes into the channel, does not pick up a spare on that 9 drop, and Purdy goes in the hole and does not touch anything. So both looking for 10s here, and there's a 10 for McPhee straight at the 7 pin. Beautifully done. Purdy looking for a 9 or better and ends up with a 7 box. So now we're coming up to our 4th bowlers.
I love having. You just love Calvin Locke's energy wherever he is in the room. He had that heartbreaking loss yesterday. You know, I mean, he had a mixed day. You know, he had 206.
Oh yeah,
which is his highest in his career. We got some shots of that. That's now up on YouTube, Candlepin Bowling Network. And then he had a heartbreaking loss Blake Doucette in the finals just now. But he's still always in good spirits. He's just
You got to
a
keep going.
delight no matter what.
LeBlanc drops 8 on his spare, and Mark Webber on the left. Mark Webber, all that looked like a strike, and it is a strike. There was a reluctant 4-pin, but one of the other pins came off the ball, said, no, that was a strike, and it became a strike.
Ooh, no.
Nice cut, but a little shallow.
I think LeBlanc wanted to be a little lower on that red line. He held his hands up. Not the shot he wanted. And
I
then he
don't know if
waved
that
it.
was a 10. I couldn't see around the bowler. I think that may have
He
gone in the
waved
channel.
it.
Yep.
So that's going to be 9.
That's a 9 box. Balls go in the channel. If they come out and take a pin, that ball is still out of play.
So 37 through 3. Now that score's correct.
There you go. So LeBlanc on his second box here. Box 4 for him. And on the head pin in a disappointing 2-4-3-6 split. Weber is on a strike. And he's right solid on the head pin, maybe a little too solid, and leaves 4, so 6 on his first ball. Line of 3 in the right, and the 2-pin on the left.
I know you know, but we'll update strike fills after the second ball. Both bowlers 4 for 4 on the head pin and in the string.
And LeBlanc goes to the right, just clips 1. Weber looking for a good mark. He's going to try the wood. Why not? However, didn't work very well. Just picked up 1 more pin, so 7 fill in a strike, and an 8 box for LeBlanc on the right. Weber's got a mess. Hopefully he can pick up a couple. And threw it through the hole, so a 7 box for Mark
7
Weber.
and 7, yeah.
No, 8 for LeBlanc.
Mark Webber 7 and 7, and then 8 for LeBlanc. Exactly what you said.
Yep, 7 fill, 7 box.
I garbled my words.
That's okay. I do it all the time. Consider it part of my charm. Ultimately,
Yeah, I agree.
it comes out. But there may be some interesting foibles. On the right, Harnett, I'm sorry. and
Just keep
Carey
y'all on your
the
toes
left.
out there.
5 and dime. And oh boy, hate it when that happens, especially on a fill. He comes to the right and just clips off the 3-pin. So Carrier ends up with a 1 fill. And his ball wasn't that terrible. It was off the head pin, but should have gotten at least a few. That's Candlepin, folks. 5-10 spare attempt by Harnett, and he drops just the 5. Carrier, beautiful ball on that, trying to pick up a spare. He was in the left pocket, and he got most of them. The 5 and 10 stuck around. And Harnett picks up a 10 box. Carrier, it has to be satisfied with an 8 for that.
As all these guys know, the pins are wide enough apart that you can slip a pin or a ball through them. In fact, a couple in some cases.
If you ever go down by the pins and see them up close, they're actually about a foot apart. You can put 2 balls between them.
Yeah, and the ladies of TikTok, Kay Finn and Carrie Frazier,
They're here.
did just that. They're here as well. They're doing TikTok content right now, in fact. Is it tiktok.com/candlepinbowling? For goodness sake, I should know this by now. But point being, they're live on TikTok. We got a lane delay anyway, so we could filibuster about that. The 2 of them get a lot of great views, and they take a more conversational approach to the game, really. And
They're down to our right. I don't see them from my vantage point, but I did talk to them earlier. They're both good friends of mine. Sisters Caitlin and Carrie Ann. Caitlin happens to be married to Danny Finn, who is the commissioner for the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, and he and Carrie and Caitlin have been running the Outrun the Bear tournament in Millis, Mass, which is one of the biggest tournaments around, and have brought a lot of attention to the bowling game. So shout out to Danny and to Caitlin and to Carrie Ann. Love what you're doing. And I may join their mic at some point. So
cool.
Yeah, they've asked me to do that from time to time. So they told me they want me to jump on the mic at some point. So they're also going to be miking up a lot of the bowlers.
Oh, those are fun.
So you may have some interesting TikTok video there. So stay on Candlepin Bowling Network, but go ahead and jump over to TikTok on occasion and watch the ladies. They're awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to take a second here, see if I can move this camera.
Okay, so hang on to your seats, folks. It may get
Yeah,
shaky at home.
We're going to go for a ride
Put
of
your
it.
seatbelts on.
There we go.
And
Come on.
Greg's got some good ideas here.
I hope. Gee, I
he's
sure hope this is
essential
one of them.
to this game because I don't have the technical skills that Greg has. Although Bob's working with me on that, aren't you, Bob? I know you're watching. And
Yeah.
you can see we got a crowd here. So why don't you scan the crowd for a second? Take a look.
You can see whatever you want.
There's a lot of people here, a lot of bowlers from the U.S. and Canada. Some of your best bowlers in the business. And a lot of energy here. So we're focused on lanes 13 and 14. But there's a lot more action going on here.
Yeah,
and
so it's two divisions of a dozen teams each. So lanes 13 through 24. And Fairlanes extends all the way out there. That's over into lane 36.
Yeah, so there's a lot of our friends are here. And some of the top bowlers here. I mean, you got names like Sean Baker and Craig Holbrook are here. Of course, Justin Waters, one of the younger bowlers now.
I love how
John.
you could get talent both past and present. Excuse me, Dan. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
That's all I wanted to say.
Of course, we watched Josh Daly. We'll be watching Josh Daly again. He's a up-and-coming bowler who's throwing some amazing games. Pete Crawford, who threw a 227 recently in Millis.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good bowlers out here, and in this tournament are some of the great bowlers. And now we're back to the action.
Excellent.
Matt Harnett on lane 14 for A+ Accounting from Canada. And on the left, LaPierre for the Bowling Mafia from Maine. And Doucette drops 9 on his spare.
Nope. I'm sorry. I know what's going on. Because I was trying to show everyone the full
I'm
scoreboard.
looking at the scoreboard too. So 9 drops for Matt Harnett. And
now we're calibrated.
all right, you got it. You got it good now. It's some,
We're good. We're good.
Carrier on the left dropped 6. Harnett with a spare, single pin spare, picks it up right in the face. Carrier's got a little bit more, and he picks it up. He had a line of 3 that was a little bit angled and a 7 pin, and made it look easy.
Not going to bother with the full score view this time. We saw it extensively, but I will say, however, it's 9 marks to 7 right now for Bowling Ball Mafia. Pinning is 2 in favor of Bowling Ball Mafia. That is to say, they have left 2 fewer pins on the pin plate. 6 overall in the match. 6 fewer overall in the match.
And so far, between the first game and completed boxes, they have a 42-pin lead over A+ Accounting. So back to the first bowlers in the lineup, or back to Doucette. And this is beginning of box 5 on the fill. He drops 6. 4 horsemen right. LaPierre has a nice 9 drop on his first ball to fill his strike. Doucette looking to pick up the Kimrowski special.
So that's 9 there.
And just the 6 pin stays up, so only 9. And a 10 box for a fill for LaPierre of 10.
Just a second. What's going on?
I'm sorry, I got the bowlers backwards again. I keep getting
Doucette gets the spare.
Doucette gets the spare 10.
LaPierre gets a 9 box.
Gets a 9 box. Okay, so
And,
I'm looking at the same scoreboard you guys are, so it's opposite right now because they do switch every 2 boxes.
Yeah.
So it's easy to get messed up on that. So
Yeah. You know
Jeff
what?
LaPierre throwing his first ball in box 6.
I have another idea. It might be a bad idea, but we're gonna have an idea.
When LaPierre drops 8 on his first ball.
Thank you.
And we're looking at Doucette on the left. One of the other bowlers here from our lanes that we're familiar with is Jeff Doucette. So we have an American Doucette and a Canadian Doucette here. This is Blake Doucette on your left. He's on a spare fill.
Got the little tinge of red for Bowling Ball Mafia. Hope it helps, just like they have on their shirts.
And those red buttons you see on some of the, especially the Canadian shirts, are poppies representing Armistice Day on November 11th. Or in the U.S., we frequently call it Veterans Day on November 11th. And so in Canada, everywhere you go, you see the little poppies for sale for donation to the veterans.
Yeah, and a local chapter. I apologize, I'm not intricately familiar. Of course, it's American, but we got a local chapter that's just put a few poppies out front here at Fairlanes. They just even at one of the restaurant we went to last night, there were some there as well. You know, it's just.
So a spare on the right by are we correct now? Nope. All right.
Yep, that's right. 77,
By,
76, so help me.
LaPierre and 9 box for Doucette. All right, second bowler is coming up.
I may be off too on LaPierre somehow. I'll figure that out.
Okay, first ball for Hunt on the right. Kai Hunt drops 7. He's got the 6, 7, 10 split. Dion put 3 in his spare.
So I got the left side triangle.
Yeah, outside a lot of grocery stores in the U.S. and that, you sometimes see the American vets and other groups selling poppies, but it's a big, big thing up here. And you should support your veterans groups. A lot of the bowlers are veterans, so it's meaningful. And a 9 box for Kai Hunt.
Yep.
Young and up and coming bowler. And a 10 box for Dion. Look at the sheet for first names. Sean Dion.
That's
Sean from Bridgewater, Nova Scotia. Kai Hunt from Guilford, Maine. I think I said that before. Or Burnham, Maine. And Hunt punches out a half whister, picks up the 5-pin 2. So 3 on his first ball. In the meantime, Dion drops 8. He's got the 5 and the 8. And some good guide wood, I think. I think there's some possibility of a deflection, but a good solid ball. You may get that.
I'm not as convinced, but I think there's a chance, especially if the 2 pieces co-act.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, he's off to the side. You got to hit it. It won't go if you don't touch it.
That old chestnut.
So that is the one thing. It may look really good, but if you don't hit it, then nothing happens. All right. Hunt picked up just a pin off that, and he's going to be satisfied with 7 bucks. And see, I told you it would work. So
it was on.
Picked it up on the 3rd ball anyway, so that's a good thing. But it's not a spare, so 10 bucks and.
John's been solid though. Only 1 8 box, and the rest have been 10s and spares.
Okay.
Could use some more bonuses on the spares, but other than that, good start.
So we have Matt McPhee.
Matt McPhee for A+.
Matt McPhee from Glen Bay, Nova Scotia. Been bowling 28 years. His parents started him in it. And a 9 box for both, 9 drop for both bowlers. Brian Purdy.
That's good. Both 3-spot bowlers relatively quiet to start out. Those 2 big head pin hits to possibly get the engine started.
Brian Purdy bowls out of Scarborough, Maine. Both looking at single pin spares. And Purdy gets his. And McPhee uses the wood to pick up his.
They won't have his 140, 152 rather from the last string, but they're not likely, but get the momentum started again.
Well, marks are always good. I never know a bad time to get a mark. So Purdy looking on his fill first. On the head pin.
Oh,
He's
that's
supposed to hit the head pin, and that's about the worst thing that can happen on the head pin hit. You get a 1-5.
Goodness
2 in the
gracious.
fill. In the meantime, McPhee's on the head pin, and he gets a split too, but he puts 7 in his spare, so that helps. Now, this can go for Purdy, but it's really tough. You got to take one side, see if you can make something happen. That's what he does. He's sending pins over.
If anywhere, here seems good.
So that's not a bad outcome from that leave, but as a bowler myself, that's very frustrating to throw a head pin shot and be just full and punch out 2 pins. Something that generally doesn't happen in 10 pin. Your worst outcome there is maybe to get a 7-10. All right, 9 boxes for both bowlers.
Yeah, there was a TikTok of like a big ball bowler rolling a ball between a 7 and an off spit odd 8, and it was like a big reaction. In Candlepin, that's just a day ending in Y.
Well, the other thing in Candlepin, to be honest, is the 7-10 split is frequently made, depending on wood lay, and rarely made in 10 pin. That's almost in the headlines in the newspapers. All right, on the right is Mark Weber. Blake LeBlanc on the, or not Blake, I'm sorry.
Goodness gracious, Weber almost stood up and rolled a strike again. He'd done that the other 2 times and won
Well,
in 3.
that's another odd thing that happens, but actually frequently in this game is you'll throw a strike ball and all the pins all the way around the 5 go, and somehow the 5 stays up. The king pin, we call it. So LeBlanc on the left has what we call a Cleary for Bob Cleary, which is a 4 horseman right plus a pin. Usually the 8 pin or on the opposites, the 4 horsemen left and 9. And Hunt picked up his Weber. I'm sorry, it's not Hunt, it's Weber. Picked up his spare, and LeBlanc.
Oh yeah.
LeBlanc.
I know.
Yeah, I'm getting a little distracted here. Hard to focus.
Yeah,
I seriously need coffee, gang.
Sorry.
If anybody wants to bring the coffee.
No. As soon as I get done with this, I'm going to have to fix a programming error I've made. It's hard to do it on the fly now, but.
Well, you're working some complex, some detailed spreadsheeting and things like that. On the screen, it looks like a simple score sheet, but there's a lot going on over on Greg's monitor, our computer here. Weber puts only 2 on his fill with a half Worcester. In the meantime, LeBlanc drops a strike. Beautiful strike.
Is it 4? I show 4. Just a second here. Let me keep an eye on that if you wouldn't mind, and I will.
So Weber had a spare 2 in box 5, and then he's trying to close out a 10. And he gets a 9.
Thank you. 76 through 6.
All right, right now in completed boxes so far in game 2, it's a 28-pin game for the Bowling Pin Mafia.
Yeah. 28 in the match and 13 for the string there.
Yep, I'm looking at total. That's all they care about.
Of course.
Well, not totally, because they do get 2 points per string, and they get 4 for total, correct?
2 for total.
2 for total, okay.
Oh, big hit.
All right, Carrier with a 9 drop to fill that spare that he left in box 4. Arnett drops 6. Not the worst leave I've ever seen. There's a spare for Carrier.
Not the easiest wood in the world, but it was covering.
Yeah, it gives him a shot at this. And look, I knew it. I knew he was going to get that. If he was on that 2 pin, that wood and everything else would work really well, and it did. So spares for both bowlers here.
I mentioned Harnett only missed 1 head pin in the previous string, even though he only rolled, it was 109.
All right, 6 on the fill for Carrier and Matt Harnett. Oh, he's awful close to putting a strike on that. 9 is great. Tough spare, get a good fill. Those 2.7-pound Cyclone balls that he's using.
2 pounds 7 ounces, that means, if anyone's curious. And
that's the heaviest you can use.
We have our funky decimals. No matter what country you're in.
And another mark for Carrier. Or for Harnett, Matt Harnett, 2 marks in a row.
His 3rd straight, yeah.
And Carrier with a 10 box.
Very good. Let's get the scoreboard on the screen here. I'm missing another piece of technology that will make this slightly easier, but here we go. Let's have a look here. A lot of high 70s working here. LaPierre and Harnett could bust into 80s, in fact, through 6, already on 120 clips at this point. Current statistics of the match is the string is 13 marks to 12, actually, and pinning is close too, so we got a good one.
We've got Blake Doucette on lane right, and he just dropped 6. Am I correct on that?
Yep. Diamond left, you got it.
And Jeff LaPierre from Saco, Maine, puts 8 on his spare.
85 through 6. He did bust into 80.
Oh boy. Doucette goes to the left, doesn't get the triangle. Is that a triangle or a diamond?
Side saddle triangle, 258. He only checked the 4 out.
Yep, I don't see. The pin behind is obscured from my angle, and yours too, because I'm looking at the same thing you are as the viewers. So, fortunately, Greg's got a little bit better view here. So,
just a bit.
All right.
Nice
Pierre
shot.
picks up a beautiful spare on that split. I see Pete Crawford rolling over in lane 12.
Nickel and dime, see ya.
And a 10 box for Blake Doucette. All right, Matt Nichols coming up over in lane 12, just keeping an eye over there on what's going on in another match. Matt Nichols is a top bowler in Massachusetts. Frequently bowl against him in tournaments, and it's not a contest. All right, Doucette punches out. Looks like he picked up the 5-pin too, so it's 3 drop. Oh my goodness, LaPierre puts a spare on strike. He's not fooling around. Doucette trying to spare a half Worcester, and he does. Half Worcester +5. Sometimes it's harder without that 5-pin, but a mark for him. That is what a good bowler does.
Fairlanes rewards a good working ball. If you really get a good break as you enter the pocket, wherever it might be, those pins can like clatter as one, almost like they're wired. We wouldn't actually put strings in the pins. We wouldn't dare.
I don't like to even talk about that. That idea bothers me.
No, bowling with no strings attached. It's better that way.
All right, Dion drops 7 to start. Hunt drops. Kai Hunt drops 7 to start too. Sean Dion with an attempt. Great attempt. In Bridgewater, Nova Scotia. Kai. Oh, he misses the mark. Sometimes the easy ones don't go, and it's not always easy. 10 box for Sean Dion and a 9 box for Kai Hunt.
John's having an interesting one. He really needs to just start on the head pin because his second and third balls are immaculate. So if he can put that good first ball back on the head pin, I think he's could easily turn the tide. As it is, he's got a good foundation, having still only got that 1-8 box.
All right, next box. Sean Dion is getting some late action. He turned away, but Kai Hunt puts down 8.
But you don't have to tell the bowlers twice. He turned around immediately. He knows he's getting frustrated with losing the range on ball 1.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. But he's got the 1-3-8 and some wood.
Got it.
That does help. And Kai Hunt matches his mark.
And listen, he's got 4 spares. He's got a good string going.
Yeah. But you know it a lot of times. When you throw that ball and you know it, it's just going to be off. And at that point, there's nothing you can do. It's really frustrating. And a lot of times you know when you're on. All right, McPhee on the right and Purdy on the left. They were close to match going between the two of them. And there you go. McPhee drops the strike. Can Purdy match? He's in there. Little full. And he leaves himself a split. 2-6-10.
I don't. Maybe the wood on the left side could guide it in. The other piece in front of the 6 doesn't look terribly helpful.
Well, look at this. Just the 2 and the 10, but.
It wasn't ramped quite right, yeah.
Yeah, Matt McPhee on the right. Just dropped a strike from Glace Bay, Nova Scotia. High single of 186. And a 10 for Purdy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, don't take those. I need those.
Dropping a level. There we go. McPhee in there. He's got the 6 and 9. That's on a strike. Kai Hunt. There we go.
All right, there you go. All right, McPhee 8 on his first ball on a strike, Phil. And a 9 fill for the strike. Brian Purdy. No spare this time. 2 open boxes for him. He's got a high single of 202. Remarkable bowler. 10 box for McPhee from Matt McPhee. Purdy looking to try to match the 10 box at least. Bowls out of Scarborough, Maine. I think I mentioned that. I'm not sure, but if I had, I'd have now. And a 9 box for Brian Purdy.
It bears repeating. Angle the mic so it's a little more in front of your face.
Sorry, I moved it.
There you go. We play producer and commentator. It's totally normal.
No, it works fine.
Yeah. LeBlanc's doing fine. He's got a strike now, 64.
See Paul Grant down there talking to the bowlers.
We'll see him back for string 3, if I understand correctly.
All right. LeBlanc puts 7 on his first strike fill. Mark Webber. Nice ball. Takes 8. All right, LeBlanc trying to use that wood probably to deflect around and doesn't pick up the 7, but it's got a nice 9 fill on the strike. Webber looking for a spare on the 2-4, and he's got it. So a mark from Mark Webber.
That's that jump again. Whoops.
And LeBlanc closes with a 10.
83 through 7. Current mark situation 17 to 15 in favor of Bowling Ball Mafia. Those yellow tick marks you see, the 3 apiece, so 3 marks still open on each side.
LeBlanc on the right, on the head pin a little full. He's going to get any more, he does. And we have a 7 drop, right?
That's right.
Webber puts 7 on his spare, and he's rewarded with the 6, 9, 10, 9, 7 split. 6, 9, 7. 6, 9, 10 would be a triangle.
Yeah, I'd take that.
That'd be a better leave. LeBlanc picks up that sideways triangle for a mark in the 7th box, 8th box.
There is.
Webber, oh wow. He did what he needed to do, and it was just a little short. That pin fell in front of the 7 pin, did not take it out. But he put on the right ball, and he caps the wood, and that was in front of the wood laying flat to us, and he ends up with a 9 box. And that's a big announcement for the bowlers. Maybe they'll all leave because the food truck is out in front of the lanes.
Well, I could go for some of that.
All right, on the right, we're still looking at McPhee.
That's Harnett now?
Matt Harnett, I'm sorry. And a strike on the left for Carrier.
His 4th mark. Testing my levels, that's good.
Just missed a strike. He was on spare, he put 9 in the fill. And he's got a 10 pin. The wood may act as an obstacle here if he can get around it. And that's exactly what it does.
Rough one again. Harnett is...
Throw a great first ball, get a 9 drop like that, and then have an obstruction that prevents the spare. He ends up with a 9 box.
Yeah, he wasn't interested in sticking around for that 3rd ball. He was just so annoyed at the wood robbing him the first time.
He's throwing a ball down to clear the channel, and even that doesn't pick up the 10 pin for him. But he's at 90 at the 7th box, and Carrier's at 84 plus 2 balls. That's just aggravating.
Yeah.
He does the reset after that really annoying situation. And then
first time I've seen someone take it out on the ball rack. Not too hard or anything, but, you know, he was really annoyed with that.
I haven't seen any ball racks getting kicked here.
No.
These guys are pros.
It's not good, kids. Don't abuse the equipment. The company that made him went out of business.
That's right. Well, that's how to answer that frustration. Take out your frustration on the pins. He drops a strike. First ball for Carrier. It just takes 2. He's off on the 6 pin.
It's therapeutic to topple these pins. I just wish I could.
Oh, it got me through my divorce.
Congratulations.
That was 20-some years ago. It was a long time ago. So a 6 fill on a strike for Carrier. Try to clean these up. And a 7 box. Again, the wood, he's frustrated too. The wood worked against him.
Let's take a look. Going down the stretch here. What have we? we have a 12-pin string, although a bunch of marks in it. A+ accounting. This string's tightening up in a hurry right now because we got 18 marks to 17 in favor of Bowling Ball Mafia. But 1, 2, 4, and 5 still to fill. And, you know, McPhee had momentum in the previous string, so all the match points still to play for. Remember, 2 per string and 2 for total.
All right, LaPierre is on a strike on your right. And the first ball, net 7. Blake Doucette is on a spare, and he's going to get 8. Okay. You prefer to have a triangle to this sleeve, but you know what? The wood, that's not terrible. He has a 7 and 8 pin, then he picked up the extra pin for the fill anyway. And Doucette does not get the spare. He has a 7 and 8. No wood to really work with him unless he can do something with the stuff on the right. And there's a mark for...
that is Doucette. Yeah, in the mark, yep.
Doucette.
It's the whole switcheroo again.
Hey, I'm slow. It just takes me a little bit to...
The old Reddit switcheroo. Oh, that's an old meme.
All right, and an 8 box for LaPierre.
131 through 9.
A really good game going here.
Yeah. Had a couple spare strike combos. That'll get you up there in a hurry.
And again, something's going on down there with the pin setter, or something on the deck, because the 4 pin again fell when it was put up. So if it's happening in the same spot, it's probably something with the pin setter or on the deck. If it's happening to 1 pin frequently, but it's all over the place, it's probably a broken pin. And these guys break pins. All right, LaPierre in box 10. Little light on the head pin, leaves 4. Got a triangle plus a 5 pin. Doucette's on the head pin. Nice 8 fill in his spare. 210 split. Wood may help, I don't know. Here comes LaPierre on the spare attempt. And he gets it. I thought that would look good. So spare in the 10th for LaPierre.
6th mark.
Oh, he threw everything over there, but the 10 pin just didn't go, so he'll be having an American, what we call in the United States, an open frame.
8 out of 10 on the head pin for Doucette.
And there's a 10. So Doucette closes with a 132. LaPierre isn't done yet. He's at 141 plus a ball.
Only took him 120 to win the singles. 120, 109.
And that's an 8 in the fill. 149 string.
Fantastic for Jeff LaPierre on the end.
So actually walking in front of us just a moment ago was the gentleman I just spoke to a little bit ago, John Kafalis, known by bowlers as Irby. And Irby was 10 years ago, 12 years ago, setting up video on bowling.
Yes.
And I'd say he's almost a pioneer of doing live streaming on bowling. He was doing it a long time ago.
Never live, but always well-produced content.
Yeah,
just
that's
second
true.
Paul doing some
All
math here.
Recordings, yep. So Hunt puts 9 on his fill, and Dion has a spare. Dion on your left, Hunt on your right. Kai Hunt ends up with a 10 box. So 9 on the spare for Dion, and a 9 box for Hunt. And Dion with another spare. Hunt. Oh, that 5 pin won't trip out, so Dion with an 8 fill, or 9 fill. Both bowlers drop 9. Hunt has the 5 pin left, and Dion has the head pin with a piece of wood in front of it. There you go, spare for Hunt, spare for Dion. Matching marks. And both guys' first ball here will be a fill. Dion with his fill is a 3. Hunt puts up 4. Yeah, they both had marks in their last box. And that closes out the 10th box. All right, our third bowlers are coming up to finish out this game. Box 9 and 10. We have Purdy on the right and McPhee on the left. Purdy drops 8. McPhee also drops 8. The 7 pin is late. Purdy's shooting at the 7 and 8. Some wood there. I don't know. I mean, I think he has to use it. You can't get around it, but let's see how it works for him. It doesn't work too well. It only took out the 7. And there we go for McPhee with a spare in the 9th. And Purdy looking for a 10 box.
He does get that mark. A+ truly firing on all cylinders.
He did, and Purdy ends up with a 9 box in the 9th. All right, we're coming up in the 10th box for these two bowlers, and McPhee on your left is on a fill. Purdy's looking for a mark here. First ball on the head pin, not helpful.
Brutal.
And McPhee doesn't get a great fill there. He's got a 2 fill. It's on the, he has a half Worcester left.
And that was on the fill, so.
Good bid on that. Gets everything but the 3 in the row of 3. McPhee puts a good bid on the half Worcester. He's left with the 4, 5, 7, the castle leave.
A+ should have the advantage if they stay on their pins.
And Purdy closes out with a 10 box, a 103 string. McPhee with an 8 box, a 110 string.
Oh, I see what. Nope, excuse me. I had a 2 in the wrong spot here. That's 112, and that should be correct. I'm just taking a look up here, make sure I got that. 112, yes. I could. We're writing legibly.
Well, I'm reading from your scoreboard, so.
Yeah, no, that's not on you, bud.
Okay. Oh, that's what I'm making clear to everybody. I can't read the scoreboards up ahead of us. They're really illegible to me. All right, on the right, Mark Weber. He's at 102 after 8, and LeBlanc is on 93 plus a ball.
Brian Purdy was getting a lot of splits on the end there. He got luckless. He was finding the range and wasn't getting the reward.
All right, that's a 3 fill for LeBlanc. Weber trying to pick up the spare. That wood behind there may help. It does. Nice spare. And a light head pin hit. Here's LeBlanc open box in the 9th. Try to clean that up. Does a great job cleaning up. Can't do better than that. He's got a 10 box.
That might matter. 106 through 9.
And coming into the 10th box.
Big spare for Weber.
Weber on the right. And he's on a fill, and that fill is going to be a 7, the 1-3-7 stand. LeBlanc puts up a strike. It's a good way to finish this one.
Big time strike in the end. A+ is losing their cushion just a little bit. That's a head pin miss. Is Wood going to come back? Nope, it's going to roll right behind
9
it.
box for Mark Weber.
With 1 ball to go.
All right, now I'm looking at the comments. And Frank DeLuca, I put you right up there as one of the pioneers of streaming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was going to mention that. Irby didn't do live streaming per se.
That's right. He did recordings, but they were great and well produced.
Yeah, no.
He did. So
No,
no disrespect to other people who started it out.
no, that'd be the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, really, I would say, with Frank DeLuca and Mike Machici.
Oh, they did a great job.
Yeah, that's why that streaming culture
Still
persists to this day.
It's expanded a lot. Some of us come in as
Ooh,
wow, almost a double strike there.
you were hit.
It's wiggling. It won't give up the fight.
You wanna.
You want to lie down and take a break, but it doesn't. Now you got to get hit by the ball. There you go. Could have avoided that.
The fill is 10.
And at 10 fill, Mark Weber with a 129, LeBlanc with a 126.
This ain't over, but Harnet's strike fill should be a reliable one.
So A+ Accounting has the lead in the string right now, but not by a lot. And again, 2 points awarded for each game, 2 points awarded for total score, in which the Bowling Ball Mafia currently leads. Carrier with a 6 fill, or 6 drop. Harnett with 7 on his spare from the 8.
On the strike, actually. He should. Uh-oh.
Yeah, off to the side on the 6 pin. Just takes out the 6 and 10. Harnett looking for a spare. Oh, look at that.
He got that?
The ball came back and slowly went over and touched the pin and said, sorry, you're going down too. So it's a very interesting spare in the 9th for
Oh, what a working ball.
Harnett.
What a working ball, kid.
It didn't give up.
Yeah. Big time lead change, and now A+ Accounting highly probable to take these match points. That should.
Carrier just.
That's mathematical.
Oh, he puts it on the head pin. But gets a split, 5 in the fill. Carrier trying to pick up something here. Harnett, is he going to get it again? No. No spare there. Picks up the 3 on the left. And an 8 box for Carrier. Harnett looking for a 10. Picks it up. It gets Matt Harnett at 135 and Carrier at
Sure does. I'm anxiously looking at the totals here, make sure I got that right. 611, 637. Yes, I got it. Pin perfect.
All right, we're
And
going to come
A+
in.
Accounting sure did too. I'll drop your levels.
Switch out right now for the 3rd string, and we'll put Paul back on the microphone for a little bit. And I'll be back.
3rd of 3 right now. Not sure. Let me show the fine folks here the scoreboard here. Full scoreboard. They're erasing the overhead projectors anyway. That's kind of nice. I get to show you all this. Lafayette with 149. 132 from Doucette and Dion. 135 Harnett. Weber 129. LeBlanc 126. And let's also give you a look at the 2-string totals right now. LaPierre's 271. LeBlanc 267. McPhee 264. And there you see it. Do you see it? Only just. It's not perfectly aligned. There we are, folks. All right, back to live action here. It's a split to start off for both bowlers, it turns out. 1 second, Paul. I'll be right with you. And goodness gracious. All right, Paul, your levels are up right here. We just had a crazy spare make while my head was down.
3, 6, 10, 4, 7 for Blake Doucette to start the 3rd and final string of this first of 3 shifts today on Candlepin Bowling Network. Paul Grant, Dan Castle, Greg Gouillart. Great to be with you again. Jeff Lapierre 8. So it was Bowling Ball Mafia hanging on to win the first. A+ goes A+ in the second to win by 26. Greg, what's the update in the scores after 2 strings?
After 2 strings, it's become a 13-pin match at this point, and look at this, it's ballooning in our
Strike on spare for Doucette.
in the blink of an eye. It's becoming a bigger lead for A+ account. They're fighting back big.
20-1, 30+ 2-2. The singles champ yesterday afternoon.
Now comes the grind as LaPierre has to grind this out.
Blake size single 202.
This is Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook and YouTube. Don't forget, like and follow us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube. Make sure that you're always in the know about all our upcoming matches. On YouTube, if you can hit the bell icon as well next to the subscribe button, you will be notified, certainly during these Worlds matches, so that you always are in the know when we go live next.
Jeff Lapierre 10, 18-2. This team is down 12. A+ account in lead by 12 in the string, 23 in the match. Two terrific first two strings. Sean Dion came in relief in the second string. Tall right-hander on lane 14 with the hay bale, some call it. Diamond plus the 10. And half Worcester right, the 3 and 9 for Kai Hunt. There's a spare. And Kai has the 1-8-10 to contend with. Dion second string.
Let's see. Kai's had 119 and 118, if you were curious. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, what did Dion get last string?
Oh, my. Well, first of all, thank you for. I just realized my scoreboard view is not the one I wanted, nor this, but this. Sean Dion is currently running a 218 right now after 86 and a 130.
Well, 86 was that.
Oh, that's right. 86 was the previous, so Sean Dion's 132.
Okay.
Kai Hunt's 8.
All right. 3 straight marks to start the string for A+ accounting here in the third and final string. On the bonus, in the head pin.
Oh,
pocket.
look at this.
Strike!
Oh, my.
A strike spare for Doucette, a spare strike for Dion without the neon. Sean Dion, 30 plus 2-2. What a start for A+.
Hunt's luckless on that 410 split.
Kai hits the 10 box, 10 pin for a 10 box, 18-2.
Both bowlers start 8-10.
A+ out of the gate roaring, already up 35, 20, is it 24 in the string? 24 in the string, 35
right.
in the match.
That's it.
Tie 2 points apiece. Don't forget 2 points for total, 1 point for a tie.
This
Jerry
is
Dunn in the lineup.
Yep. No, this is still McPhee. There were no changes.
Okay, McPhee's in. Okay, I couldn't see it from here. All right, so McPhee's still in there. Supposed to be the same lineup. Picks it up. Unstoppable. 5 for 5 on marks. Oh, what a try for Purdy. And Brian gets the 10. 5 boxes, no marks for Bowling Ball Mafia. 5 boxes, 5 marks for A+ accounting. First of 3 matches today, every day this week through Saturday. A quarter Worcester, yikes. That's a 1 fill. 11 beats a 10, 11-1. Purdy half Worcester left, the 2 and the 8. Look for his team's first mark in 6 boxes. Try to work out of it. That's a half Worcester. Brutal. Purdy. That's a Paul Grant shot right in the hole. Big out. Does. He'll get a 9 after a spare 1 quarter Worcester. 20 through 2 the hard way. And Brian Purdy a 6, just 16 through 2. But A+ Accounting has the early lead in the string. They lead the match.
Yep, third ball generated a swing there. Got to keep going even when the first two don't work out for you.
Up 28 in the string, 39 in the match. And they get 2 strikes on the board also. So spare strike actually for the first 2 bowlers. Next match, Outlaw Rides MCW against Able Construction. Next on Candlepin Bowling Network, separate broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. 2 fine Canadian teams head to head. Later on today, Avon Valley Lanes against Lucky Strike. That'll be our final match. Approximate 12 o'clock Eastern time. Atlantic time, local time, 11 o'clock Eastern time. Then 3 o'clock Eastern time, 2 o'clock or so Atlantic time, give or take. The third and final match of the day. Then back at tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, the first match tomorrow, Fenway Academy and defending champs Academy Lanes. 9 o'clock local time, Atlantic time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. All live on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube and Facebook. Back to live action. Got the 1 and the ball takes out the 9.
Hey.
Another spare. Unbelievable. They can't miss it, seems like. Only 1 box without a mark. And Mark Webber gets a spare for his team, their first mark in 7 boxes.
That would be 6 marks to 1 in that case, exactly like you said.
Outlaw Rides consist of Adam Melanson, Calvin Locke, Eric McGuigan, Robbie Hopper, Ryan Shannon, Andy Babineau, Chad Reed, and Davey Somerton. There's a strike. Another one. They got 3 strikes on the board. He's got 30 plus 2 through 2 after 20 through 1.
Oh, goodness gracious.
The first, second, and fourth bowlers spare strikes to start. Wow.
And Mark Webber also gets the head pin, and he gets the 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, because of course he does.
14 through 1.
Rough one.
Bowling Ball Mafia had a big lead in the first, almost lost it. Lost it, was down 4 at one point late, but they end up winning it with that spare in hand. They're down 11 after 2, but down here already big in a sense.
Not the best pinning second ball, has some work to do. Very good, very good. 5 becomes 9.
23 through 2 for Mark Webber. And the anchor bowl is next. Mark Carey on the left, Matt Harnett on the right.
I'll let you know. You can ask me stuff on the air if it's like,
okay,
what are the score
So
questions?
just want to get the, I didn't do the last string, so I want to get the scores.
We have to be our own producers and commentators. That's just the way it is. It's totally understandable.
Carrier for strike 9.
As long as our folks are enjoying the show, you are, right? Hopefully. These bowlers are sure putting on a good show.
Well, they have to with the soothing sounds of Greg Gouillart.
No. The show in front of us is amazing.
Oh, what a shot! What a spare! Blake Doucette made that in the first box. He makes it here for himself.
Yeah.
Carrier spare to answer.
Yeah, when you're making splits like that, we don't need to do a darn thing.
8 marks in 9 boxes.
What a show.
For A+ Accounting.
3 and 2 is my favorite so-called bad leave. It's just so pretty when it goes.
3, 6, 10 into the 4, 7. Harnett on the bonus 7, 1, 2, 10, 17 through 1 in the third and final string of the match. Carrier just missed right. He has a wobbling 4 horseman left, the 1, 2, 4, 7, 16 through 1. For another spare, just missed by a smidge. Not bad, 8 for 10, 80% mark clip.
Yeah.
Take that any day.
I mean, 80% is only a B-, but I'm not going to judge. That's no, it's extraordinary, of course.
It's an A+ for them, though.
Oh, it is in all seriousness.
Mark Carey gets a 10, 26 through 2. Back to the top of the order. From Fairlanes in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada, the 2023 Men's ICC World Championship on Candlepin Bowling Network. Over 835 videos of climbing, never a charge, always free. Please subscribe to YouTube to Candlepin Bowling Network. Like and follow us on Facebook as well. Jeff Lapierre has the 1-2-10. Blake Doucette's on a strike. We got a replacement here, actually? No, he's in still. Okay.
No.
He better be for a spare strike.
A kind lady came right up to me and said, no, A+ has no changes, which we very much appreciate.
We're way back here in the blue. It's hard to see the names on the scoreboard and their shirts at times.
We love it. We wouldn't trade this booth for anything, you know.
No,
it's
out of the way and it's way back.
Yeah.
What a shot. He got it. What a shot for a spare and strike. Wow. 40 through 2, 50 to ball through 3. Lapierre in 8.
Yeah, that's on me. 50 through 50 and a ball through 3. Lapierre gets 8, 26 through 3. I caught up. Yeah.
They're pouring it on. Already a 48-pin lead in the string, 59 in the match for A+ accounting.
Taking another 20 out of the ABM.
Lapierre off the left, just 2. Bowling Ball Mafia has given teams fits the last few years in the Worlds and the U.S. Invitationals in the States when COVID came out.
A+ accounting previous champions in 2012, 2014. Thanks, Bob Lee.
4-time champion A+ accounting.
4 times? Ah.
Throwing 2006, 2009 also.
Yeah. There's a push to really put all the records in one spot. I can't wait for that because I get increasingly annoyed when I don't have the records all in front of me.
4 in the field, 54 through 3. Good try there. 479, 1479.
Yeah. Just put the information all in one spot so we can all see it for posterity. And trust me, everyone's aware. They're working on that right now.
And Lapierre will take a 7, just 33 through 4. Blake Doucette leads up 2 for an 8. 62 through 4. What a start.
For the singles champion.
From yesterday, fine performance over Calvin Locke. Watch it on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Kai Hunt on the right, 20-year-old sensation. 3 that time, coming 18 through 2. Dion's on a strike after a spare. 1, 3, 6, 7. Sean with a W. Sean Dion. D apostrophe E-I-O-N.
E-I-O-N? Excuse me.
Yeah. D apostrophe E-O-N.
E-O-N. Okay. Give me a heart attack there.
Hunt grabs them both for a 10. Nice shot. 28 through 3. Nice 10 for Dion.
I'll get this right in a second.
38 through 2, 48 through 3 in string number 3.
Yep. Get those smudges away.
Sean Dion has a high single of 204. He had a world championship with Kingswood 6 years ago, a 3-2 split. They made the shot twice on lane 14 on the right with the opposite side. Kai Hunt 4-7-10. Try to spin it over. Nothing doing. Sean over 32 years. He got it! They made 3 straight 3-for-2 specials. How about that? Sometimes you can't make the easy ones. 58 the ball through 4. They're on fire here in Moncton. Bunch of black marks on the board.
Forgive me, I'm trying to shovel some poutine in sideways, but
Hunt 37 through 4.
I'm just going to sit back and enjoy this one. A+ accounting going on an absolute tear. Remember, the pluses are both on Bowling Ball Mafia side, and now they're completely on the black side. They're in the black. Couldn't resist.
Brian Purdy's trying to stop the bleeding. Strike! Right on cue. 26 plus 2 through 3. And a strike for McPhee. Matt McPhee, 120 league bowler, 128 his season best. High single 186. High triple 463. High 5 728. Bowling for 28 years. Parents bowled also. Also part of the 4-time championship with A+ accounting. Purdy's first strike ball 7. McPhee's first strike ball just 2, the half Worcester. 2006, 2009, 2012, 2014 championship winners for the team. And here's a 2010 singles champ. So they've got three of the 5 teammates have at least a singles championship knockout as well.
06 and 09. There you go, Bob.
Spinning around, almost. 9 to the strike. 35 through 3. McPhee's fill is 6 on the strike. 36 through 3. Make that 36 through 2, actually. Through 3, make it. And Purdy gets to 10, 45 through 4. And McPhee with a 7. Matt's at just 43 now through 4. The 4th bowl is out of 5. Mark Weber, 25-year-old sensation on lane 14. And Nate LeBlanc on lane 13 for A+ accounting. Weber off to the left, 5-1 split. LeBlanc drills the pocket on the crossover, a diamond. 40-year-old from Clare, Nova Scotia, Canada. 130 overall average, a 141 his best season ever for an average. That is quite an accomplishment. 199 not once, twice, but 3 times for his high single. Weber 1910. And a spare bit just behind the 5 goes to Wood. Mark a 195 high single, high triple 444, high 5 728, a field goal for a 9, 32 through 3. 10 for Nate LeBlanc. Some call LeBlanc, it's LeBlanc. He's at 39 through, they got 49 now through 3. So a strong start, spare strike 9-10. What a start, 67 pin lead, not even 4 completed boxes for A+ accounting. Up 78 in the match. Weber 3-6-10. Outlaw Rides MCW against Able Construction next on Candlepin Bowling Network, followed by Avon Valley Lanes and Lucky Strike. 11 Eastern, 12 local. Atlantic time. Next match after that, 2 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Atlantic local time here in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. Mark, the current Maine ACST championship winner in its only season. A thriller of Mark Carrier, 686, 685, a must-see match on Candlepin Bowling Network, a match of a generation. You will not believe it. And matching 10s, LeBlanc has 59 through 4, Mark Weber 41 through 4. Now here's Mark Carrier, the owner of 1710 Sports Center in Augusta, Maine, in his second year there running it. Also runs his own business, Drywell Concepts. .26 in the ball. And a spread eagle, 30 through 2. Matt Harnett, 27 through 2, coming in looking for a mark here again. Diamond plus the 10. And also part of that 4-team championship here with A+ accounting. Singles knockout winner of the ICC singles knockout 2010. Carrier gets 2 of the 6. Harnett spare bit opportunity, almost. Wasn't easy, but let the 9-pin to stand still. Mark has a high single also of 199. Career best average 127. High triple 472, high 5 734. Chops out 1 for a 7. 37 through 3. Harnett gains 3 with a 10, 37 through 3. Another great match to watch on Candlepin Bowling Network. Mark Carrier put on a show at All Play in Belfast, Maine. Watch the Maine men's money match 2. Broke 3 house records at All Play in Belfast, Maine. Unbelievable performance, steady all afternoon long. Watch that thriller on Candlepin Bowling Network. Mark Carrier, Maine men's money match 2. High 3, high 5, and high 10. And nothing super crazy in the strings either. And he threw a lot of strikes, but no double strikes, ironically, in that match either. We're in the fourth box, third string from Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada at Fairlanes. Men's ICC 2023 World Championship on Candlepin Bowling Network. Paul Grant, Dan Castle, Greg Gouillart, great to be with you again. Carrier in the pocket, 8, 2 in the 10, correction, 4 in the 10. 4 spin and then 8 for Matt Harnett on lane 13. Matt has a 186 high single, a 463 World's Final for his high triple, high 5, 728. Carrier gets a spare. 47 the ball through 4. Harnett trying to get a 10 box, go to 47 through 4. And he does. Back to the top of the orders. Bowlers switch sides. Update from Greg Gouillart on the score, the lead, the match, and the marks.
My pleasure. Let's take a look here. Like you said, our singles champ leading the way, although Sean Dion could overtake with a spare, of course. I mean, A+ accounting just firing on all cylinders right now. Current marks on the string right now is 11-5, and overall in the match, 4 extra marks for A+, and 23 extra pins on pinning as well. That's tilting at least 4 marks worth in their advantage as well.
In the 8 marks and 10 boxes, A+ accounting to start the third. They went on fire. They went totally crazy to open it up really big. 9 drop for Blake Doucette. Another spare. 72 half plus 1. Lapierre in the half western. Now he's got a banana split. Blake has a high single of 202, high triple 462, high 5 704, 118 league bowler, 124 his best ever season ending average, his highest for a season. Lapierre in 8, Jeff 33 through 4. That can't be right. What, 41 through 5 is it, Greg? 41 through 5, make it. It's all A+ accounting here in the third. Blake out of Avon Valley Lanes wins Nova Scotia. We'll see him our third match today, 2 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Atlantic, give or take. Our final match of the day. 5 in the spare. How about a 77 half? And Jeff, a tough look here. 6-10 right, 7 left. A 1 in 5, the average pro conversion rate on these leaves here. Stats by Kenneth Bowling Network. Now it's 19.99. Blake's 704 high 5 was during a Peter Wells tourney also. Could be by Lapierre, won't go. And Blake, I'm not Jason Doucette, gets an 8. 85 through 6. And Jeff, the 125 league bowler with a high single of 193, high triple 473, high 5 725, gets a 9. 50 through 6. Unlike Jeff, 6-time Maine men's money match winner with Mark Weber, his teammate. Now it's Kai Hunt for Bowling Ball Mafia, Sean Dion for A+ accounting. And another quarter, yikes, that's 2 he's seen this string. And both are on spares, ouch. 59 through 4, still a good score. Kai 37 through 4 coming in. Good second ball as the 1 and 7. Sean bowled for 32 years, parents bowled. Also has a world title under his belt, not with A+, but with Kingswood. You know, grab a 9 box. And Kai gets a 10. So Dion 68 half, Kai a 47 half. Off to the right, just 4. Nothing like the great game of Candlepin Bowling. Get your friends involved. Think Candlepin gift cards all season long. Makes a great stocking stuff for the holiday season, but all season long, from Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthdays, anniversaries, a thank you gift, graduations, a whole lot more. Candlepin gift cards. Please support your local bowling centers. Invest in Candlepin Bowling. Get your friends involved in this great game. The gift that keeps on giving all season long. Candlepin Bowling gift cards. Dion cleans up for a 10. Nice start, 78 through 6 here in the third. Kai Hunt gets a 10. He's at 57 through 6. He had a 188, his high single at the age of 14 back in December 9, 6 years ago. High triple 449, a 695, also a 672 during the Juniors Main State Candlepin Bowling Association tournament. He bowls at Newport Entertainment Center, Newport, Maine. Third bowlers, Matt McPhee, 2-7 left, 6-10 right. Brian Purdy, 4 horses, plus the 9-10. Brian out of the Big 20 in Scarborough, Maine. Mike Walker's house. Mike, the president of the Maine Candlepin Bowlers Association, does a great job there. Purdy slipped in that one. He's got a post. Matt's father owned a bowling center. He gets an 8 bucks. 51 half. Brian Purdy will take an 8. 53 half. Halfway part of the final string of the match. Again, Outlaw Rides MCW, Able Construction next on Candlepin Bowling Network. We'll sign off after the string. Get ready for that match. And later on today, Avon Valley Lanes from Canada against Dave Barber's Lucky Strike. Right in the pocket, a check mark. Purdy goes right and steals 8, the 1 and the 7. Matt enjoys darts, baseball, and Candlepin bowling and golf. He's trying to uncheck the check mark. Not this time. And Purdy gets the spare. 63 in a ball through 6. Nice pinning. He'll take a 9, almost a 10. 60 through 6 at the minimum for Matt McPhee. For A+ accounting. Mark Weber on the left. Nate LeBlanc on the right. A+ accounting putting it away early, but plenty of time left for Bowling Ball Mafia to catch up. LeBlanc, 59 his first 4. Mark, 41 his first 4. There's 9, a drop there for LeBlanc. Out of Seaside Bowling Lanes. There's a strike for Weber. 51 half plus 2. Trying to make a run to get it close. Throwing down 11 coming into the string. Tied 2 points apiece. There's a spare. Nate LeBlanc on a fine string. 69 half plus 1. 750 high 5, high triple 491 again, high single 199 3 times. Also collects beer cans for a hobby. On the head pin, he's got a 3-2 split. That's a clip wing eagle, some call it. A spread eagle minus a corner pin. 5 is the fill, 74 through 5. Weber on the strike, over 2 in a row, almost. 4 in the 7 stands. Mark only bowling for 7 years. Parents of bowlers, Laura and David Weber. Weber will step up. For a spare. Oh, get robbed. The ball's coming back, but right into the pit. 9 in the strike, 60 half. LeBlanc, 9 nothing wrong with an 83 through 6 start. Weber a 9, 69 through 6. Matt Harnett in the 5th spot. For A+ accounting, Mark Carrier for Bowling Ball Mafia. All week coverage, 9 o'clock local time, Atlantic time, 8 o'clock Eastern time, every day this week through Saturday, including the playoffs. Friday night, first round, quarters, semis, and finals. Saturday, wrap it up. all live on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube and Facebook. And again, hit subscribe on YouTube, Candlepin Bowling Network. Get notified when we go live. Follow us on Facebook as well. Carries on a spare, just 2. 40. $49 through 4. That's 47 through 4 coming in here. And he picks up for a 10. 57.5. Carrier. It's 3 for an 8. 57.5. So Bowling Ball Mafia, Greg, has their work cut out for them right now. They're down 67 in the strength, 78 in the match. They won the first in a close one, lost the second.
Yep, I'm done shoveling the poutine right now. I'm going to keep track of the trends. 13 marks to 7 right now for A-plus accounting. Harnett is pinned perfect right now. LeBlanc is close to that. Dion is close to that. He was only 1 off.
Harnett, spread eagle, throwing the 9.
Oh, pin that.
Mark Carrick, use a mark. No pun intended. 2-4 left, 6 right.
There are a lot of marks in the game. We run into that chestnut quite a bit.
Mark Carey with a C, Mark Weber with a K. His teammate.
Got 2 mats.
Harnett hit the object pin, the 2, but nothing else. Brutal, 4-2 split. Carey trying to kick it over, good try. And a tough 4. Ouch. And Carey gains with his 10. That's like a spare difference. 61 for Matt Harnett. Mark Carey is 67 through 6, back to the top of the order. Along with Dan Castle, Greg Gouillart, I'm Paul Grant, live on Candlepin Bowling Network. The men's 2023 ICC World Championship matches underway here today. Our first match of 3.
Look at that, Sean Dion off the bench and Matt LeBlanc go.
The bowling alley is called Fairlanes. They have globe bowling also. You have 24 lanes here and 12 in the globe bowl room next door.
Matt LeBlanc, a heavy favorite to get a 400 triple. Though he does, actually, he needs a couple more marks. I wouldn't say heavy favorite, but he's got the best chance lopsidedly out of anyone.
Jeff Lampier looking for a mark. 50 through 6, gets 9 on the delay. There's a strike for Blake Doucette. What a string he's having. 95 plus 2 through 7.
I'll put it on the right side. There we go. That's it. There we go. Jeff's got a wood pile. There's one piece right back there. It's just which piece in front is going to take it. Maybe the middle one? It's angled a bit, but it's going to spin if it hits the horizontal piece in the far left.
For a spare. You got it.
It carried.
You needed that one. 16 ball through 7 here in the third.
Good shot. Take your time. There are wrong ways to play that shot.
And Blake Doucette on a strike on lane 13 here in Moncton. Lapierre just missed left. We got a break. 7 in the fill. 1-3-7. 67 through 7. Still under the minimum of 70. Wood coming out of play possibly here for Blake Doucette.
That's right. That concept of par, 10 a box, essentially.
Lapierre, nice shot. Just missed the 70. Can't believe it. He thought he had it. Perfectly placed. Wouldn't go.
Jeff overall is 68 over par, so he'd pin out 368 if he got all his sticks down and nothing else.
No, Wood's out of place, so Matt Huff, the captain for Bowling Ball Mafia. And Matt Huff has won a singles title also. ICC singles knockout 2017, so we have 4 bowlers at least here. 4 or 5 bowlers in these 2 groups combined have won an ICC men's doubles knockout, singles knockout. Pretty good. Try to get the short 2, grabs 1.
Make sure your sticks on that strike.
And now it's time to pick your favorite pin for Blake Doucette. 4-5-10.
Oh, wait.
Jeff Lapierre sails right for 9. 76 through 8 in the third. And Blake, 7. 109 through 8 on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Doucette working towards a 373, I suppose, if he got no other marks. That's good working.
The mark situation, just one spare
That's it.
for Brian Purdy for Bowling Ball Mafia, but they're down.
I got the wrong scoreboard. Shame, 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 shame. There we go.
And trying to cut it down. That leaves higher. It's down to 59. Still outside chance of winning. It's going to need a lot of marks to do it, though. A couple doubles might help. Here's Kai Hunt. 4-2 split. Sean Dion, just 3.
Yep, you don't need the full scoreboard to see the marks. That's what the yellow blotches are for. So
Kai Hunt, 5 adult titles already. Multiple youth state championships as well. Threw a 672 at the age of 14. He's hit over 20 170 strings, including a warm-up string of 179 before a league that night. He got a 176 in the first string. I never heard of that before. Have you, Greg? A practice string of 179 and a 176? And he picks it up. Give him a spare. 67 the ball through 7 and 9 for Dion, 87 through 7. Well, so now it's 2 marks to none.
reminds me of Jeff Little out of the Atlanta Candlepin singles tour. He's probably the bowler most like wanting to get in there to the Worlds next time.
Jeff Little, he'll be in next year or 2 for sure. Jeff Little,
Yeah.
the laser.
So my point being, he like warmed up. He has a knack for like warming up, throwing a big hammer, and saying like, "Okay, I'm ready." So you know.
He was great in the Atlanta Candlepin singles tour playoffs and won it by 1 pin of Mike Fabrizio Smith,
Well, I
Class
guess-
C last year.
So I guess if Kai Hunt's dishing 179, he felt the same way that time.
Now he's in Class B, doing a great job. Hungry to get better. Kai Hunt, 1-2-10 on the spare, 74 through 7. For another one, won't go. Good try. And a check mark and the 6-10 for Sean Dion.
Oh, whoa, more pins fell.
Guy
off
from
for
Guilford,
Hunt's.
Maine originally, now Burnham, Maine.
There we go. That's better.
He bowled the World Tournament at age 16. He gave up his adult eligibility as he gets a 10. 86 to 8. And I think the scoreboard's off by 1.
I must think. Oh, you know what it is?
They have 77, so we'll fix that.
I know what it is. Yeah, 7 for. Okay, 7 Sean Dion, and then I gave us 10 that does. This was a 10 box. Apparently, that will make it 77, and that will make the
Okay.
scores correct. Or so help me.
And Sean Dion, it's okay. Sean Dion, 70. What's he Sean at now? 94? I can't see it from here.
Sean should have 94.
Okay, 94 through 8. Here's Brian Purdy out of the Big 20 in Scarborough, Maine. He was in the Candlepins for Cancer Season 1. Ladder series against Craig Holbrook. 1-7-10. Craig beat him. Watch it on Alley Chat, Season 1. Oh, he got it. Nice shot with the wood. 80 to ball through 7. McPhee trying to kick it over with the 3 into the 4. Won't go.
If you want to see a glimpse into some of the history of this tournament, Alley Chat's also been up here. They went to Kingswood one time to broadcast this. And, of course, they've broadcast multiple times out of Academy Lanes as recently as last year. You can check that out.
And you did the play-by-play with Mr. Candlepin Corner, Corey Lisi.
That was fun. Fun fact, it was supposed to be Jordan Britton, but then he had to go and win the thing.
9:69 through 7 for Matt McPhee.
Is it 9?
68 through
Okay.
7. I thought it was 9.
Yes, it is 9. You're right.
Okay. Once in a while I'm right, not too often. Purdy on the spare. Head pin hit, a 2-1 split. 7 on the fill. So 80 through 7 now for Brian, right? Is it wrong? It's
Yep, 87, should be 87 through 7.
Yep, 87 through 7, 1-3-10 for McPhee. Try to helicopter it over. Good try.
8 seconds from the truck, just kidding.
Spare. Matt McPhee right back. 79 to ball through 8. Brian Purdy 9, 96 through 8.
Appreciate y'all making sure I'm fed and watered while I'm running the tech here. Appreciate it. Mark Weber and Matt LeBlanc up next.
The mark situation is 1-0, is it, Greg, for Bowling Ball Mafia?
Say again?
One mark to none, right? One apiece, right? One mark for each side.
I don't show any marks up for Volleyball Mafia now.
Okay, so now it's 1-0 the other way for A+ accounting.
Yep.
Weber, half Worcester, coming in 69 through 6. Nate LeBlanc, 83 through 6 coming in.
Technically, the yellow blip tells you the mark's up, but I know it's tough to see sometimes.
I never noticed that before.
That's new.
Okay.
Relatively new.
I didn't take the training class.
No. I did. That was IT 101 at my college. Bentley University, if you're curious.
The other brains in the operation, you and Bob Lee.
As many brain cells as I could scrub together.
Good bid by Weber. I have the big mouth.
And the,
Nice
boundless energy, that matters.
3-6 for 10.
Trust me, thank you for taking the time to just go through the commentary while I was eating lunch. I really appreciate that.
Lunch, what's that? I'm still
we-
working on breakfast. Weber, 8.
We got-
LeBlanc, a 10.
Oh, we got Dan Castle. Take care of yourself. We need that self-care.
I'm getting ready for the other 2 matches, preparing for those. Priorities. Mark, 7's a wild, 77 through 7. Nate LeBlanc, 93 through 7. His team's up 43 in the string. It was up in the 70s for a while. It's down to 43, up 54 in the match. Toss the ball. The Bowling Ball Mafia needs to get to work quickly to try to get 4 or 6 points. Weber, spread eagle plus the 9, a diamond for Nate.
Most score updates will probably come once we have the printout, but we know that.
I just found out the desk, by the way. I meant to tell you that. Here, they only give it to you after the match is over. So we won't be able to get you live updates throughout the current strings. Unless we go around and check it manually.
That's fine. But I know Team Massachusetts is, Team Central Park Lanes is 4-0 over Team Mass.
Yeah. How about Justin Scally? Had 8 bucks and a 4 bucks in one of those strings. Got a 150. Weber, a 7-10 for Nate LeBlanc. Outpins him there. Marked is 84 through 8. Nate LeBlanc, 103 through 8. And that pushes the lead back up to 46 in the string, 57 in the match for A+ accounting, trying to get 6 points after losing the first. 5th bolus now. Stay tuned next for Outlaw Rides, Calvin Locke's team from Canada against MCW from Canada. MCW Outlaw Rides against Able Construction, I should say. 2 Canadian teams next on Canada Promoting Network. We'll sign off after this match is over. Separate broadcast for all 3 matches today. And don't forget, every morning, 8 a.m. East Time, 9 o'clock Atlantic Time here local from Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada through Saturday. The World Tournament ICC Championship for men. Carrier, 3-pin for a spare. Matt Harnett off to the right. 5-1 split. Carrier missed it. Harnett missed left, comes back for number 1, has the 8 and 10. And Carrier, the Paul Grant special, missed the second, make the third. Never a good time for that. 77 through 7. He has a wild 77 through 7.
While we get some deadwood retrieval, I'm going to rustle this mic a bit and hand it over to Dan Castle, who's got a bit of a score update. No, I'm not. This is going to be a pain in the you-know-what. We'll watch this box here. Harnett gets a 9, and here's Dan Castle real quick.
70 through 7 for Matt Harnett. Dan?
Midpoint getting total updates from the desk, but in the meantime, I've been talking to the bowlers, and we know Harry's All-Stars from Massachusetts has won the first 2 strings against Spike's Chimney Service, but they're in danger of losing total right now. The Mass team has won the first 2 strings against Central Park Lanes. The Mass team has won against Central Park Lanes the first 2 strings, and we're in the 3rd string. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, Central won the first 2. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. Carrier missed right. 2 missed chances. Matt Harnett, spare. Takes advantage of his leave. 80 the ball through 7. Carrier 10, 87 through 8. And A+ looking good right now for 6 points.
Yep, there we go. So let's take a look at the scores
Unless
here.
Bowling Ball Mafia did what A plus did the first 2 boxes, 8 marks and 10 boxes to start the third.
Yeah, 45 already Doucette and LeBlanc in triple digits here. Let's take a quick look at peek at total. This is through 28 boxes out of 30. Now we see LeBlanc is closest possibly to 400 if he can scrounge the
There's
mark
a
or two
strike.
together.
Sorry.
Yeah.
119 plus 2 in the ninth. The world single champ yesterday. Singles knockout. Lapierre's 5-10. Back to you, Greg.
I'm good, thank you.
Lapierre for a spare. Yes. 86 in the ball through 9.
Current mark situation is 17-10 in this string for A plus accounting and 58-53 overall in the match.
On the head pin, a spread eagle. First ball on the strike. For Blake Doucette.
Doucette's been dialed, I guess a little too good that time.
Lapierre pulls down the 6, has the 7 pin for a spare. His team right now is down in the 50s. Down 60 in the plus in the match. Second ball on the strike, chops out 1. 5 fill, 124 through 9.
Still got those extra 2 marks in hand, so that lead will go back up for A plus, surely.
Bowling Ball Mafia might need to mark out to have a chance. Lapierre gets 1 here, spare.
Good finish, 3 in the last 4.
105 in the ball in the 10th. Blake Doucette 7, 131. Second, 131 third string, I should say. And which
That's
is
right. 375.
Not bad, 125 average.
LaPierre at 376 plus this ball.
And Blake averaging 118 nowadays, 124 his best ever season average. Jeff on the spare to wrap up the third string. It will be a 7 fill. And a nice finish, 112 after a slow start. As Greg alluded to, 3 marks in his last 4. So good finish for Jeff Lapierre. Not the score he wanted, but a nice finish.
383.
Lead is 31 in the string, 42 in the match. It's as close as been this string. A plus in the lead.
If anyone's newer to Candlepin, 120's average is like pro tier. So, I mean, going to 125 and then higher than that. 128 average in the case of LaPierre. Very good bowling.
Sean Dion, 94 through 8. Kai Hunt on the left, 77 through 8. Kai has the 1-2 spare chance. Half west of Dion. Sean, almost. He's up the king, the 5. Kai Hunt, split the upright, spare. 87 the ball through 9 here in the third. Watch out for this guy, Kai Hunt. Just 20 years young. Won the adult junior state title with his father, Brent Hunt, here in attendance 2 years in a row. .87 the ball through 9. Sean Dion wrapping his final box of the match. 1, the wobbling 6. Hunt in the pocket, 8. 5 left, 9 right. On the spare, 95 through 9.
That's the foundation of good pinning. Only left 3 pins left standing, so even with just 1
It's a
mark.
9 drop, actually.
Triple digits, thank you. That's the second time that's happened to him.
Delayed fill, so
And
96 through. He'll take it.
Delayed spare.
And yep, Dion gets a spare in the 10th. 113 the ball. And Hunt another spare, back to back. 106 in the ball in the 10th.
Well, these pins are mischievous in a whole different way. You turn your back and suddenly you're just like, yep, I'll get over.
You blink your eye, which is natural, and you miss a pin sometimes.
Yeah.
We have obstructive view, especially the tall Sean Dion.
You're tall.
The green giant, right? 7. Nice finish, 120. Third string for Sean Dion, D''E''O''N. 204, high single, high triple, 464. 123 league bowler, 130 his best ever average. Kai Hunt leaves up a post on the spare, a 5 fill, 111, final string. And Greg, give the scores in the first couple of bowls, please.
So Sean Dion, recall he was a substitute, so he actually has a 252 through 2, 126 average. Kai Hunt, triple of 348.
Final 6 boxes. Matt McPhee, the lefty, on 14, in the pocket, 9, 10, strike! Looked like a 2-2 split. That's on a spare. 89 through 8, 99 plus 2 in the ninth, and that could do it.
Yeah, it's very likely at this point.
Brian Purdy, check mark plus the 10. Just missed left, not by much, has the 2 and the 5. Please support Candlepin Bowling. Get your friends out. Candlepin gift cards are a great way to do it. All season long, not just the holidays. Great for stocking stuffers this holiday season. Support your local bowling sense. Invest in Candlepin Bowling, the gift that keeps on giving. Candlepin gift cards. Purdy 9, 105 through 9. 2 marks to none in favor of A+ accounting on the right. 1 strike ball. Fill here for McPhee. Matt, 3 in that first ball. Make it 4, make it 5. Purdy just got the 6, 9, 10.
No offense, there's no such thing as reliable with this thing, but we saw a lot of doubles yesterday and none today. I blame the pins more for that.
So 6 went down that first ball. Just missed right. And it comes back. The illegal block in the back for a spare on strike. 109 through 9, 119. The ball in the 10th.
Yeah, we've had a few of those.
When it rains, it pours. In Moncton, when it snows, it snows.
Yeah, weather's not too bad.
No. Like Paul Davis says, cool nights. Cool night.
Yeah, I think it was about 0 Celsius out when we woke up this morning, but the temperature to increase. It's probably going to be in the high single digits.
Ryan Purdy 9 ends up with a 114 third string. A+ up 45 in the string, 56 in the match. Final 4 boxes. They're going to get 6 points after dropping the first. Nate LeBlanc in the 4th spot. Mark Weber.
McPhee 6, Phil brings him up.
Make it 51, make it now officially.
Yeah.
125, that string for Matt McPhee.
And a triple of 389.
Okay, there's the blink of the eye again. Did I miss something again? That pin fall down? Was that a reset?
No, that was it. That was a bonus ball.
Okay.
The fill is 6 on the 10th.
Okay.
LeBlanc can pin out 390. He'd want a mark or 2 for 2 marks for that. Yep, that's right.
It's LeBlanc 103 through 8. Coming in, Weber 84 through 8.
Ooh.
Just missed it. Good try.
I can still do. You can still get a pin this in 20 box. He's there, but
Weber up the wall, spare. What a shot. 94 and a ball through 9.
there's a 10.
113 through 9 for Nate LeBlanc.
400 still on.
4-time world champion Nate LeBlanc, 211 world singles championship. His final box of the first match of 3 today, 127.
Oh, Northern New Brunswick got an inch of snow, thanks.
Weber on the bonus, 6, 7, 3, 7, 10, 101 through 9. LeBlanc just missed right. 1, 2 left up. Weber, nice shot. He got it. Spare. Back to back in the 9th and 10th. 111, 111 is it?
111. Yep.
The screen disappeared for a second.
Yeah, that's their glitch again.
Tell you what, blink in your eyes. You missed something.
Yeah, no, that's that's self-induced eye pain. Matt LeBlanc, Nate LeBlanc, I beg your pardon.
Great job, Greg.
Thank you. Nate LeBlanc, 122, and speaking of great jobs, also 389, just like Matt McPhee.
Weber on the spare,
All
just 3, 114 final string.
All cylinders, this A+ team. That was the difference.
And Mark Weber ends up 114. What's he have, Greg, for 3?
114 for 3. I show 366, 122 average.
I don't see it on my screen. Okay. So 1 mark coming up for the ankle bowler here. Matt Harnett on the right for A+ accounting. They're going to win 6 points.
Well, if you blink, you see a different piece of information on the stat bug down here. Maybe I'll screenshot it sometime. Harnett now up next. Keep forgetting to tab that.
On a spare, Harnett gets a check mark plus the 10, 5 in the fill, 85 through 8.
I see hay bale 4. Yep, that was 2 crunching out there. So
So 84 officially through 8. Look at that, 5, 7, 10. Brutal. Next match, Outlaw Rides MCW featuring Calvin Locke, Adam Melanson, Eric McGuigan, Robbie Hopper, Ryan Shannon, Andy Babineau, Chad Reed, Davey Somerton. Obviously 5 of them are bowl. Able Construction, Mike Brown, Glenn Murphy, Chris Cooper, Garrett Martin, Lucas Nickerson, Ryan Cox, Sean Bernard, Billy Gillis, and Paul Yeadon, the captain, won't be bowling. Next on Kennelpin Bowling Network. Separate broadcast. Final box of the match, carry 95, Harnett 91 through 9. Doesn't matter now. So congratulations to A+ Accounting, taking 6 points to 2 of Bowling Ball Mafia. Harnett 9, 100. The ball to go, I think. Try to get to 101.
yep, 1 ball next. 1 ball left. So we're going to sign off and come back again. Facebook and YouTube, Candlepin Bowling Network. Like, follow, and subscribe. Make sure you're always in the know about the match. Let me run up the scores real quick.
Harnett 10, 101 final string. Mark Carrier 9, 104 final string for Paul Grant, Dan Castle, Greg Gouillart. We'll wrap it up here.
Yep, I'll take a brief moment here. I'll drop your levels in a second, Paul. You can take the mic off right now. There we go. 6-2, it's final. And so Doucette 131 and LeBlanc 122 tops in that string. And then let's tab down over to the total. A lot of 380-somethings. Jeff LaPierre did well with that 383, but both Matt McPhee and Nate LeBlanc with 389 apiece. Blake Doucette, our singles champ, 375. Weber 366, not too shabby either. And even Harnett, I think that 345 could have been a lot higher just with his pin luck on that one. Thanks so much for watching this presentation of Candlepin Bowling Network, and we'll be right back with another match very, very soon.